Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Better do a good job here. Well, I don't know what the hell you're expecting from me. You've been watching my stream. Never know what you're gonna get. But anyways, guys, obviously tonight we're doing an episode of Who the Hell Are You? And tonight our guest is gonna be none other than ABC Aquatic Biotope Creations. So make sure you guys make him feel nice and warm and welcome. Most of you guys already know him. So yeah. Well, here's a bad motherfucker himself.
What's up, guys? How you doing tonight?
I'm not doing too bad myself. I know that. So, we know you keep nature style aquariums, right? What
Yep.
got you into that specifically?
So I mean, I just love nature, I guess, and the the challenge of recreating a natural biotope, a specific biotope in an aquarium, I guess, is just something that I've always kind of strived to do. And keeping your fish in their natural or as close to their natural environment as you can get them, you start to see behaviors and stuff that you wouldn't see in your typical SpongeBob SquarePants tank or something like that.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Heck yeah.
So that and
Well,
my goal through my channel and stuff eventually is to showcase the natural beauty of some of the native fish that you could potentially catch in your own backyard, and kind of stress habitat preservation and the importance of it and stuff to people, and
right.
doing that through my channel.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Well, we got a good question in there for a good intro for you. Go through here and call out some names. See who always here. See, we got
Yeah.
Mystery Snail Guardians, Needy, uh, Gina, Kelly Foreman, Madrul. I'm always gonna call you Madrul just because. Yeah, I never knew your name was actually pronounced Myrtle for like
it's,
4 years, dude.
Mr. Idol.
Yeah, I think it's Zen Ginger, Surf City Cichlids, Matt Atkins on the Oscars, Mark Sterelson, Jess from
Hello,
Maiden Tails,
everybody.
Spurs and Fins. Who else we got here? Bunny Viper. Well done, thanks. Hey man, that was a good stream earlier. You guys weren't over there watching that earlier, I advise going out checking out. Came a long way. One hell of a story. Pretty cool one.
Yeah, I popped in his stream earlier too. 5,000 subscribers. That's pretty cool. Good job.
Trent's
Congratulations.
a really good guy. I've been following Trent for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, well then I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, he's probably thinking I don't completely different than what I sound like through chat, that's for sure. Bowfin behind me or him? Me, that's a big old giant black belt six.
There is a bowfin in my tank. I don't think he's out right now. I don't see him. He might have been out. Probably just swam past.
Yeah. Hippie John, no problem, man. Take it easy. All right. Paul McCarthy. A few minutes here before we really dig into things. Let people roll
Yeah,
in.
everybody.
Already got almost 20, so that's good. Yeah, man, I agree quite a bit on preserving the natural biotopes and stuff. In an aquarium at home, you definitely do get to see a lot of different behaviors and
Yep.
habits that you just wouldn't see in just some random ass tank.
Yeah. That's one of the things I love about having trying to recreate that fish's natural habitat. You're just
Mm-hmm.
seeing the natural behaviors that that they go through.
So you do like natural local habitat stuff. What I like doing personally is like different biotopes from around the world, like Asian stream biotopes, or something from an Amazon basin or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I've
Do you
done
bring?
I've done an Amazon biotope in the past, but my focus now is North American native fish, because I feel like they're just so underrated and not appreciated in the hobby as much as they should be.
They
You know,
oh,
you've got,
definitely, definitely.
yeah, there's some native fish that will rival any of the exotic cichlids and shit. And
Oh yeah, definitely. I just like bringing different pieces of the world in
oh,
my own
absolutely,
home and being able to kind of orchestrate that per se.
yeah.
We got about 20 people in here, so we'll start chit chatting a little bit more. So what's in the tank behind you there?
So behind me, this big guy here is a pumpkin seed. So there's two pumpkin seed sunfish. There is a bluegill sunfish, a rock bass, and a bowfin. And it's a Lake Champlain biotope.
That's awesome. It's really awesome.
Yeah, it's one of two that I'm doing. So this is 180 gallons, and I've got a
Just about to
stand.
ask how big.
Yeah, it's 180 gallons. I've got a stand next to it that will have another 180 gallon tank, and that'll be a Lake Champlain biotope as well. This one behind me is going to be a community tank with
Okay.
different Lepomis species like the bluegills and the pumpkin seeds, and I was thinking some different shiner and minnow species and stuff. And then the other tank is going to eventually house the bowfin and a couple long-nosed gar and some yellow perch and a yellow bullhead.
It's
So
awesome.
that'll
More of
be
a predator
the
tank.
yeah, that'll be the predator tank versus the community tank behind me.
It's awesome.
And I'm gonna try to set it up so so the uh, the aquascaping looks like a cohesive section of the wetlands in Lake Champlain.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't say any if he had any of those. DNR would be busting in his door.
Yeah, I
Hopefully,
suggest if you're gonna keep native fish, I suggest looking into your local laws and regulations before doing so.
mhm.
It's there's quite a few states that it's not legal to keep native fish, which I
Yeah.
think is ridiculous. But
I think around here there's only certain species you're not allowed to keep, but there's a
yeah,
lot of other stuff
get
you're able to do.
I get the like the protected species and stuff like that, or endangered species. Maybe even they should, fish like that. I feel like should be on the cares list too, rather than just like some of the exotic aquarium fish that are all on the cares list. So
Right.
I feel like there should be more endangered North American native species on there. So, fish keepers like myself and some other people could, potentially keep those fish and breed them in captivity and try to reintroduce reintroduce them into the wild and stuff. But
Right.
you know, obviously through regulations and stuff, so you're not doing it unsafe and potentially
Yeah.
introducing disease and stuff. But
Oh, yeah. How long have you been in the hobby? Seems like you've been in it a long time. I know you've got a saltwater tank too, and quite a few other big tanks. So,
yeah, so I've got about 24 years in the hobby, and probably 12, half of that is in saltwater.
it's awesome. It's really awesome. What kind of saltwater tanks do you got?
I actually, I actually don't have a saltwater tank anymore. I sold my reef tank a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
But I mean, I used to have a business, because I started in freshwater like most people do. And
Right.
then I eventually moved into saltwater and started, collecting corals like it was candy,
Yeah.
and
About where I'm at.
and so as the coral grows, you start fragging pieces off and trading them to people or selling them to people so you can buy more stuff you don't have. And eventually that kind of steamrolled into a business for me.
It's
So
awesome.
so I had a business for a while selling coral and saltwater fish and setting up and maintaining aquariums for people
It's
and
awesome.
everything.
Yeah, I'm just over the past about year and a half, I've been in saltwater for most of my life, not actually really keeping anything through myself. My father was really heavy into it, and he taught me quite a
Yeah.
bit. But beyond that, only over the last year and a half, I've implicated my saltwater keeping skills to my business.
Yeah.
So business wise and on a commercial side, I've only been doing it for about a year and a half, but I'm getting to that point now, like you were saying, where I'm starting to dabble in all them corals, man.
Yeah.
It's a little too easy sometimes, depending on how you do it.
I
So
mean, that's, yeah, for some people that's worse than a drug addiction, you know.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
But yeah, I mean, the so I've had all kinds of different size tanks and stuff, but the largest saltwater tank I had was a 265-gallon mixed reef, and so that was like at the peak of my business. I had that as my display tank in my living room
It's
because I
awesome.
ran it all at my house at
Okay,
the
yeah.
time. So
Hey, no
I had
overhead.
that. Yeah, so I had that in my living room, and then I had a spare bedroom uh, that had close to 2,000 gallons worth of frag tanks and holding tanks for fish and stuff. And I was importing corals from Indonesia, Taiwan, the Caribbean, Hawaii,
It's
you know,
awesome.
importing them from all over the place and fragging them and selling them at like the frag swaps in Connecticut and all over, Manhattan, stuff like that.
It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Saying Manhattan, you from New York then?
I'm from New York.
Okay, cool. Cool. Not too far from me then. Um, out of all the tanks you have now, which one's your favorite?
Well,
Could be a hard question, I know.
yeah, I would have to say probably the one behind me right now.
Okay,
Just because it's new to me. It's not very old. It's only probably 3 months old.
it's awesome. Um,
So, but aside from that, I would say my next favorite tank is probably my 73-gallon native stream tank, which I custom built myself and everything.
yeah, is that the one with the bamboo trim?
Yep, yep,
Awesome. Yeah, that's a really pretty tank. I love that tank. I love just.
yeah, yeah. And
I
I
want
did.
something like that for a bunch of dojo loaches or something. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like the bamboo trim around the top is actually old bamboo flooring that I took and I glued it together in a vise, and then I took a router and routed a groove through it so it would fit over the glass, and nailed it and glued it all together and
That's
routed
awesome.
an edge in it so I would be able to sit a lid down in there, which I don't even use a lid because there's driftwood sticking a foot out of the top of the tank.
Right. Still, that's
So.
really awesome. That's really awesome. What are some of your goals for the future in your personal hobby?
Well, I mean, goals for me is, it's kind of getting my fish room more put together, which I'm steadily working on, and uh, there's native species that I want to breed, just to learn more about them myself and their breeding habits and stuff like that. But and I guess that's it really. I just want to expand the hobby myself and help other people through my channel realize or see the beauty in native fish
The
and
stuff
stuff.
that's right in your backyard. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's awesome. I like that. Um, it's a lot. I feel a lot about the same way. I would try to work a lot with, well, like you were talking about, more endangered or extinct species from the wild. Hopefully, potentially not lose that species in the future.
Yeah.
It's a big thing for me. So I try to strive for that as well. What's favorite fish
My favorite fish, like the favorite fish that I own, or
overall, and that you own per se? Hey, why not?
uh, I mean, that's kind of a loaded question. Like, what's anybody's favorite fish, really? Like, you have
I mean,
favorites for
hands
different
down,
reasons.
Dojo Loach. I can answer that right off the rip.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think it's hard for me to do because I have such a wide, like, such an eclectic liking for different things. It's like asking me a favorite thing is a hard answer or a hard
More of a
question for
love
me.
of all things instead of just one. Okay, I can
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
understand that. Yeah. I mean,
Like
I love
there's
all
like
fish too, but man, them Dojo Loach just stole my heart,
yeah.
man.
I'd have to say probably one of my favorites right now that I own are my rainbow shiners
Yeah, you've
and
been
my
talking about those a
bowfin.
lot. Those things are gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean and they're one of the fish that I'm breeding right now. I have probably 150 fry from them, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna spawn again because the females look like they're full of eggs. So
That's awesome. That is freaking awesome.
but yeah, I think they'd probably be one of the favorites that I have right now. Them and the bowfin.
Heck yeah. By the way, guys, chat, if you guys have any questions, throw them out there. I'm reading chat and watching that too. Don't worry about me being able to keep up. I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, I actually have chat overlaid on the screen here, so I can't really see you. So I can just see chat.
Hey, that's fine. Rainbow shiners are incredible. I just recently had uh, that fish. I would just sit and watch that tank. Oh, yeah. There's quite a few other species of shiner that are just gorgeous. There's a lot of local species here around here that are
Yeah,
amazing.
and so it's I actually just moved them probably 3 weeks ago. I moved them out of my stream tank and into this 20 long for breeding purposes, so I could.
Isn't that when
Um,
you got that good video, that good little short video of them real all fired up?
oh yeah, yep. That's and I had just moved them, so moving them stressed them out a bit, and they they colored down a little bit, so that wasn't even like peak, but
Thank you.
but yeah. So I noticed they were coloring up in the stream tank, and I also noticed my rainbow darter fish that are in that tank as well. Were like snatching up the eggs that they were spitting out. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta get these guys out of here if I want to harvest some of these eggs and try to raise some fry. So
Right.
that's what I did.
It's like Well Done's asking, would you mind going over your breeding setup for your rainbow shiners?
No, I don't mind. Switch the camera around and stuff here, and just give me a second, and I can show you guys.
No problem. You know what? I just realized I forgot to run my intro.
Okay.
By the way, welcome Chris Salazar and Rainer Trofer, Mike's Aquatics and Things. I think I saw someone else maybe.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here's my breeding group of rainbow shiners. There's 3 males and 2 females.
Oh, yeah.
Um, you can see the females are obviously the ones that have the very large bellies.
Right, I was about to say nice and plump.
Yeah, and they're not even fired up right now. The lights have been off for probably 2 hours or so. And so what I do is I just have them in this 20 long right now, bare bottom, sponge filter. I've got a little power head up here and blows across the top that comes back down. And then right here is a makeshift collection, container. It's just some river stones on some egg crate in this little bin. And in the wild, so rainbow shiners are nest associates with creek chubs. So they'll lay their eggs in creek chub mounds, which so this is basically recreating a creek chub mound. So
So
I'm
now
able to
the creek
harvest
chug the creek chugs don't eat them?
no.
Huh.
Nope, they use the same nest as creek chubs and lay their eggs in the mounds and stuff. But this is so basically they lay their eggs above the rocks and they'll fall down into the bin here where I can see. And then when they do spawn, I pull that bin out and I pull the eggs out and put them into one of these tubs down here.
Oh, that's a nice looking little setup you got there.
Thank you. So this is another 20 long with a sponge filter and a power head in it. And so basically the power head feeds water up through here and across through the baffles and then down into the little tubs.
Right.
I've got a sponge filter or coarse sponge right here in the back where there's a hole cut out. And
Yeah,
so
fry don't get out.
basically a constant water change. And I'm keeping the fry in a confined area so they're able to get food more readily.
Right now, did you paint the bottom of those containers, or do they come that way?
No, I painted the bottom of these. I used Krylon Fusion to paint the containers white, and then I have one side that's open so I could use the containers in tanks as collection,
Right.
and then move them without having to transfer the eggs themselves.
Right. Yeah.
But so here's the first batch of fry that I have.
Oh man, look at them all.
Yeah, there's probably 90 or 100 in there.
That is a bunch. Heck yeah.
And they're almost 3 weeks old, these little guys. And then these are the second batch that I have, and it's probably 80 or so in there, and they're about 6 days old.
That's awesome.
So they're just starting to actually swim around.
Yeah, well done. I remember that fry system. That was pretty rad. I loved it.
But yeah, that's basically it. None of my tank. Well, there's a heater in this tank, but it's only at 63 degrees, 64.
Okay.
But aside from that, none of my tanks are heated.
Bunny's saying she bets there's twice that many.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I if you want to count them, I'll send you a picture and you can count them all.
Oh shit.
But you can see them better there. You get the glare out of there. But yeah, there's a lot of fry, and that's just the first, their first spawning.
How's it going, Peplin? Lefty. Hope you guys are doing well tonight.
And so that's my current setup. That I'm going to be moving that though here shortly. It's going to be moved into this room here, which I'm setting up as a breeding system. So I've got racks here, and I'll have 2 more racks here against this wall once I move this crap out of here.
Okay.
And that's it. I just today I ran all the PVC in here for the drop downs for the airlines and stuff.
Nice. Like how it hugs the corner up there.
Yeah, so I got that done today. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's gonna look nice when it gets all done.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it takes time, and I don't have a lot of time to work on it sometimes. So I'm down here until 2-3 o'clock in the morning some days. Just working on stuff.
Oh, tonight I still gotta do all my water changes at home here after I get done with this.
Yep. But yeah, so that's my current breeding setup, and it's gonna be expanded here pretty soon.
Yeah. Looks like you can fit like about 4 more of them little containers down on the bottom too.
Yeah, yep. And I've got more of them. I can show you. So this is what they look like originally when I buy them.
Okay,
This is what they're fridge and pantry storage bins from Target.
Okay.
And then
what size tank was that? A 20 long?
Yeah, that's a 20 long. So this one here is actually too big to use. It's just an example of what it is. And then this is what they look like before, after they're painted and stuff.
Yeah.
next step with this one is to cut the hole in the back here and use some of this aquarium co-op coarse sponge pre-filter.
Yeah.
What I do is I just cut a piece of it off and stick it in the hole, and then put two screws, stainless steel screws through the back here just to support it, because this isn't quite long enough to fit the width of a 20 long.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it looked like it was because you couldn't see the screws, but I like how you got that hidden.
yeah. So you've got about an inch. You're an inch short on these, so you got to put screws in them to bridge the gap, or figure out another way to bridge the gap. But that's what I do for now.
Yeah. That's really awesome.
Thanks. But yeah, so that's that.
How many tanks do you have altogether?
So how many tanks do I have? So how many tanks do I have, or how many tanks do I have running?
Running.
Okay, so I've got this guy here. So this is number one. This houses my least killifish, and it's also a grow out for ram's horn and bladder snails, and I culture scuds in this tank as well. And the light's currently off, otherwise you'd be able to see it better. But
You're good. Hell, dude, I don't even turn my lights on until 10 o'clock at night.
and then I've got the 180, so that's number two. I've got the 73-gallon upstairs, so that's three. And then I don't know if you count these two, but that's 4 and 5.
Yeah.
So I currently have 5 tanks up and running right now, but I've got about 30 tanks that are empty, sitting around waiting to come down here and be expanded.
Heck yeah, man. That'll be nice to see grow that fish room out.
If you want to get a little view of my fish room.
One badass fish room, if you ask me. The only thing it's missing is a big old 70-inch right across from that couch on that wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put something there. I think originally I was gonna do a computer setup right there for streaming and stuff, but
Yeah, it's a good idea, too.
yeah. So this is all the driftwood I collected yesterday.
Nice, nice. Oh man, you still got that giant monster piece still hanging around close by? That thing was gnarly. I know everybody would love that. Look at that thing.
So there's a 5-gallon bucket for size comparison.
That thing is monstrous. Gnarly.
But yeah, this is all locally collected.
Heck yeah.
And look at these. I mean, these 2 river stones that I collected today.
Oh, those are sweet.
Yeah, I just love the detail on them.
Yeah, how it's got like the layers.
Yeah,
Everybody's saying nice wood.
and that's what she said. Thank you.
Admins, if you can, make sure you guys keep throwing out ABC's link there. Get him some more subscribers.
Yeah. So, and then this is the stand for the second 180, and I custom built the stand and stuff.
Looks good.
Yeah. And then
Weaver Aquatics.
so this wall here, where these 2 guys will be moved onto the racking system shortly, but
Okay.
the wall here, I'm cutting windows in the wall so you can view these 2 29 gallons from the other side of the wall.
That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
It's
So
gonna be real sweet.
that's another project that I'm working on.
Yeah. How's it going, Skipper? Hope you're doing good tonight, man.
And then I guess for other plans for this fish room, it's like the other 180 here, right here against this wall where these bins are. I'm moving the stream tank from my sunroom. I'm moving it down here, so it'll go right there. And then this section right here where the the dehumidifier is, that's going to be moved. And then I've got an 8-foot custom built 110 that I'm going to be putting right here against this
Oh,
wall.
that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be. It's how shallow is that?
So it's essentially it's 255 gallons that were put together to make one tank.
Okay.
So I'm cutting out the side panel on
Right.
255 gallons and siliconing them together, and also siliconing them to a plywood base and stuff, so they more support and everything. But
Right.
that's gonna go right here, and it's gonna stretch from right here just at the edge of the stairs all the way to the edge of the bar.
That's awesome. Hey, you got a bar down there too? Shit.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Oh, that's a real fish room.
It's my bar. My bar back's got fish food on it and some fish fam stickers,
Heck yeah.
which I need to add to. So if anybody's got fish fam stickers, hit me up.
Sounds good.
And I've
I
got
ordered some from a website called Sticker App, but it's been a week now and I still haven't gotten them. So I ordered some from another company and got to pay for them.
and so I've got the bar's got a sink, wet sink, and that's where my python's hooked up to.
Nice.
So
Nice.
easy access for that as well.
Vibes Aquatics, how's it going, man?
And that's it, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Now you guys
30
can see it's good.
31 people in here. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a gorgeous fish room when it's done, man, for real.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
I know we got a few reptile people in here too. I know you keep a Chihuahua.
yep. So I have a Chihuahua gecko in a custom built bioactive vivarium. And so that vivarium is roughly the same size as my 48-gallon column tank.
Okay.
So it's 20 by 18 by 32.
It's a good size. Chihuahuas are beautiful animals.
Yeah, he's a 10-year-old male Pine Islands Chihuahua.
Okay, wow, that's awesome. You said you were looking to get a female for him at one point?
I would like to, but I
Lots
mean,
of reptile shows, man.
honestly, I've got so much going on that I don't know if I need more projects.
Right, right.
But
So what do you do for a living, man?
so I'm a stonemason during the summer and spring and fall, and during the wintertime I do snow removal. I run a 944 Hyundai loader, push snow around.
Heck yeah. Sounds pretty dang
And
fun if you ask me.
I also work for Local 14, which is a stagehand union. So I do stagehand work. I operate a forklift for the stagehand.
That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. What's over the years, what's been your favorite job that you've had?
I think the doing the stagehand stuff is by far been my favorite.
It's pretty cool.
So and I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, but it's like setting up concerts and
Yeah.
shows and stuff like that. And
Yep. My brother's actually in a band. I help him out with that quite a bit, actually. Yeah.
give me 1 second. I want to turn off the lights on the breeding rack so there's no glare.
Do your thing, man. No worries. Haven't seen too many questions in chat here. I've been keeping an eye out. Lots of hellos and heys. Everybody's doing good tonight.
All right, much better.
Yeah. I wish I could get this freaking glare on the 75 on me to go away, but from the way the screen is and everything else, there ain't no way.
Yeah, but aside from the fish and the gecko, we also own 17 snakes.
Heck yeah, what kind of snakes?
So mostly BCC boas, different morphs, and then we have a couple different morph ball pythons.
Right on. I recently picked up a Pokegron.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty sweet. Pretty little thing.
Yeah,
Um,
our newest snake that we just got. I mean, it's the newest one, but it's probably almost a year ago we got it. Now it was a blue-eyed leucistic female.
that's friggin' sweet.
Yeah, she's probably my favorite snake.
That sounds gorgeous. I have just a regular 9 foot true red tail, and she's a baby.
Yeah,
But my sweetheart, the one that steals them all, is
uh, our
13 foot uh, black phase golden child retic. Ooh. She is
yeah.
such a
So
baby, dude. She's so sweet. My 2-year-old daughter can walk up and give her hugs and kisses, and that snake won't even flinch.
yeah, our
It's
biggest
amazing.
snake we had is about 12 and a half foot, and it's a Annery BCC boa.
It's awesome. Female?
Yeah,
Female, yeah. Females usually get a little bit
he's
larger.
about 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, my girl's only about 9.
Yeah. And then we have, Sunglows, Moonglows, albino, hypos.
Heck yeah. Do you breed them at all? Just curious.
So my wife bred them prior to me getting with her and stuff, but we tried to breed our cinnamon black pastel and our banana black pastel to hopefully get super black pastels.
Yeah.
But I don't think she took when they were breeding, so because nothing happened with it.
Understandable. Adkins asking, why did you get rid of the reef?
'Cause I didn't feel like I was doing it justice. Like I didn't spend enough time focusing on it or doing anything with it really. Not that I was neglecting it. I didn't appreciate it as much as I used to appreciate saltwater,
Right.
and I was more focused. I wanted to focus more on my freshwater tanks and stuff.
Okay. Bunny Viper is asking, how does he go about getting the algae in the tank behind him? Any hints? How long do the lights stay
What's the question?
on? She's asking, how do you go about getting the algae in the tank behind you? I'm assuming on the wood and stuff.
Oh, so
How long the lights stay on for that?
so my light schedule, these lights come on at 12:30 in the afternoon and shut off at 12:30 at night.
So 12-hour cycle.
So, 12-hour cycle, but they are 50-watt LED floodlights that are only about an inch off the water surface.
So they're putting
So
it
I
out
mean
pretty heavy.
it's a lot of light going into the tank,
Right.
and it's a dirted tank too with a sand cap. So I mean excess nutrients in the water,
Right.
and the long photo period with the high powered light.
I think it
Creates
looks good.
algae.
Makes it a lot more naturalistic with the big old logs and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I absolutely love how the tank is evolving.
So another one here. Madrul is asking, how many species do you have breeding right now?
So I currently have one species breeding, and that's the rainbow shiners. But Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I'm I'm going to Virginia on a collecting trip, and I'll be collecting a bunch of natives down there to hopefully add to the breeding project.
That's awesome. Really awesome.
Well,
Gina,
actually, I lied. I have two species breeding. I have the rainbow shiners, and I have my least killifish, which just breed every couple days.
right. Shitheads. Gina's
Yeah.
asking, what got you into fish keeping over and just in general?
Uh, I mean, same thing. Probably everybody else. Just Well, all right. So growing up, my father had a fish tank. He had a big 125. It was big to me because I was a little kid, probably 5 or 6 years old.
Mhm.
And I remember always being fascinated by like the fish he had in there because I think he had Oscars in it, and I just grew up as playing outdoors and everything, and fishing a lot when I was younger and stuff. So, catching fish and wanting to bring them home and put them in the fish tanks and stuff is what got me into fish keeping, and just
Yeah,
my overall love for nature and
it's awesome. It's kind of what got me into it too. My father and my grandfather always kept fish tanks, and
yeah,
my dad was really into reptiles as well, so I got to work with quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, got started in pretty similar fashion.
yeah. I mean, it's how most people get into the hobby, and that's why I love keeping native fish and stuff. It's because been a passion for many fish keepers since they were little. Is catching bluegill when they're young and wanting to bring them home and everything.
Right.
And
I was always the guy to go out and catch snakes and salamanders and frogs and toads and bring them home.
yeah, that was me too. I mean, anything I could catch, I was trying to catch and bring it home. And I mean, I had a pet squirrel for a while because I found it as a baby, fall out of its nest and stuff, and
Hmm.
brought it home and raised it up, and then released it back into the wild.
That's pretty awesome. That was the high school prank we did in my high school. Was we all got up somehow managed to get on a few squirrels and released them around in the hallways at the high school.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. What size tank for a native tank setup? In my opinion, you got to do the research on the particular species that you're keeping.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Same thing. I mean, it all depends on what you want to keep. So figure the first step is figure out what you want to keep, and then figure out how big they get, eventually, and go from there. I mean, I have least killifish, which are North American native, and their maximum size is an inch and a quarter, and I have them in a 5 gallon. So
Hmm.
it all depends on what you want to keep. You can pygmy sunfish are only get about an inch and a half, and
Hmm.
so and then you have stuff like the bowfin in this tank behind me, which could potentially reach up to 30 inches eventually.
Yep. No problem, Skippers. You have a good night, man. Yeah, I'll
That's
catch you around
Skipper.
tomorrow.
Thanks for coming in. Good to see you.
Yeah. Um, you said you did a bit of aquarium maintenance stuff when you did that for a living for a bit. What kind of aquarium maintenance? Just residential stuff like
Yeah.
that, or
So
okay?
I had a couple residential contracts, and I had a contract with one of the hospitals local to maintain and clean their tanks and stuff too.
It's pretty
So
awesome. There's not
yeah,
very many
one
people
one
I run
commercial
into that
contract.
I can relate on that level because I do a little bit of everything residential, businesses, commercial, industrial. So it's nice
Yeah,
to come across people that have kind of understand a bit what I'm talking about when it comes to dealing with certain clients and stuff like that. Because some of them
yeah,
can be really, let's just say, particular. So
yeah. And it's fish keeping has been a passion of mine for a long time.
right, you got to be very open minded to be successful. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I can't tell you, man. When I got started into saltwater, I lost thousands of dollars in throughout my learning experience
Hmm.
in corals and stuff, just trying to figure it all out.
Yep. It is. I mean, it happens, man. I did
Yeah,
too. It took me a while to figure it out,
yeah,
and it makes it even harder when you don't have a mentor. Luckily, I had somebody that helped me a bit, but I mean, I still did my best to teach myself as well.
yeah,
It's all about having that drive for it and pushing yourself to do better.
yeah.
Oh, hmm. So I know you don't like talking much about yourself, but is there anything that you would like to tell us about yourself?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, if anybody's got questions, feel free to ask. You want to get to know me?
Look like you
But
got some Irish in you. You got some Irish in you?
I'm Irish, Scottish, Danish, and Native American.
I figured. Heck yeah.
So yeah,
It's pretty
and
awesome.
I lived in Scotland for about 8 months.
Oh, wow. That's really awesome. Did you live in any other countries?
Nope.
No? Okay. It's still freaking sweet. Not very many people can say that at all.
Yeah, yeah. Saltwater can hurt your feelings. Absolutely.
But I can't afford to lose that. Neither can I. That's why
Yeah.
you start with the cheap stuff first.
So Vibes wants to know what's a good native fish for a 120 gallon.
Hmm.
Um, uh,
Sunfish.
yeah, I would for 120 gallon. I would recommend probably some sunfish, some pumpkin seeds or bluegills. Um, if you want some really pretty sunfish, Lepomis species, you can get into the Ozarks long ears, and those things are absolutely gorgeous. Bright red, bright blue striping detail on them and stuff, and they're an amazing looking fish.
I know
But
you
yeah,
can.
I would go with a group of probably 5 or 6 uh, different sunfish.
Right. You could probably keep some smallmouth bass in there too, probably.
Um,
Maybe one or
I
two
mean,
of them, not very many.
you probably could for a short amount of time, but when they get bigger, even if they're 12, 13 inches, they're going to need a bigger tank because they
Yeah.
like to swim and stuff. But I mean, you can do the sunfish, or you can, there's different minnow species. You can do a mixed community tank with some, trying to think. There's so many different like options there.
Yeah.
But what I would do if okay, so what I would do if I had a 120 is I would do some long ear sunfish and probably a couple central stone rollers, and I think I would probably leave it at that.
It'd be a pretty badass tank, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think I would try to do like a lot. It sounds dumb, but a lot of shiners. Just a
yeah, yeah,
massive colony of shiners.
yep. For me, I feel like for shiners and stuff like that, I would prefer a longer tank, so like a 125 versus a 120. I know it's only 5 gallons more, but it's got a larger footprint.
Right.
Just because they're very active swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to see more of them in a longer tank.
For sure. Bunny Viper saying, "Tell us about your tattoos.
My tattoos.
How many you got?"
Mm, I I mean, I have no idea how many I have, but so hold on, let me take the chat down so I can see myself. But I've got my hand and arm is all covered in hexagrams. It
Here,
goes
let
all
me
the way,
make you a little bigger here.
so it goes all the way up onto my shoulder and neck here, and then so this is the newest tattoo I have. I
Oh
guess it's
man,
upside
that
down.
looks so good. I remember you showing it like 2 weeks ago. That looks
Yeah,
so good. Looks
so
like the
it's an
alien
engineer
from
from the movie
yes,
Prometheus.
yes, I was just about to say that. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
the newest one. And then I've got my throat done. I've got my chest done.
Better watch it. These girls will make you strip on here, let me tell you. They're
I think
thirsty.
that's what Bunny Viper's trying to do. But I mean, I've got the side of my head done.
Cheetah pattern,
Yeah, leopard print.
leopard print. Okay, oh yeah.
Aside from the tattoos, I have my tongue split. Like,
Oh, well, that's sweet. I didn't know that.
yeah.
How was that getting done?
What's that?
How was that getting it sliced apart?
Getting it done wasn't bad. It was the month after getting it done that was absolutely hell.
All healing it up and
Yeah,
everything
so
else.
like
Yeah.
the whole healing process. For the first week after getting it done, yeah, I could barely swallow water and I couldn't really eat anything. And all
Oh
I could
man,
do was hold a cup to my mouth and drool into it. And
shit.
so
That
that
would
was
suck.
you can't even swallow your spit because your tongue is swollen, your glands are swollen,
Right.
everything. So
Favorite cartoon?
favorite cartoon,
Yep.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Hell yeah. Man, it said I only have one feeling, and it was hurt a long time ago.
So why hexagrams? It looks like chainmail.
I'm trying to
Uh,
figure out. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what
so I like. So I'm very much into sacred geometry and stuff, and so hexagrams are one of the one of the what's the why can't I think of the word right now?
honeycomb.
Yeah, I mean it's honeycomb, but yeah. So anyway, it's just a geometric pattern that I like, and then I've got like on my forearm here, I've got the flower of life with the tree of life and a DNA strand and stuff. And then in the palm of my hand, I'm gonna have the seed of life. And if you know anything about sacred geometry, you know what all that is.
Yep. That's really neat. I like that one a lot.
Thank you.
A very different depiction than what most people would have of that. Only Oscars is asking, what music do you listen to?
So my taste in music is very eclectic. So I mean, I listen to everything from classical music to heavy metal to EDM and dubstep and
Awesome.
but so I think my favorite type of music or my go-to would be probably classical or like uh, Americana, like folk music.
Okay, that's really cool.
And then
Majul's really liking that you like that classical music, man.
yes, Myrtle, I absolutely love classical music. Like I actually play classical piano, and
Myrtle actually is a composer.
yeah,
He writes and creates
I'm well
music a lot.
aware of that.
I figured you were.
Yeah,
I was kind of throwing
I
out for chat more so than anything.
yeah
And I
yeah I
know he
love.
did release 2 new CDs on Spotify.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, do I play any instruments? Yes, I play piano.
Pokemon, favorite Pokemon.
Favorite Pokemon? Bulbasaur.
Heck yeah. Favorite food.
I don't think I have a favorite food. I mean, I love to cook and I'm very good at it. So
You just like it all.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. You got a favorite drink? Alcoholic.
Favorite drink? Well, right now I'm drinking red wine. But I think my favorite type of alcohol is tequila. So I love tequila. I love IPAs and wine.
Heck yeah.
And I think my go-to drink is a Tijuana Mule, which is basically a Moscow Mule but made with tequila instead of vodka.
This actually sounds a lot better. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a lot better, yeah.
Still in the copper cup and all.
Yep, yep.
Cool.
Same way. Just substitute the vodka for tequila. Use a clear tequila.
Yeah. Do you
Either
like
that or I'll
cats?
use what's that?
Do you like cats?
I love cats. I love all animals.
Yeah.
But yes, I like cats.
Yeah. Do you own any cats or dogs, or just fish and reptiles right now?
Not currently. No,
Right on.
just fish and reptiles.
Yeah. Just so everybody knows, we got about 5 minutes left here. So if you haven't gotten over there and subbed and liked and checked out some of ABC's videos yet, make sure you do that.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention I'm pretty close to 500, and when I hit 500 subs, I'm going to do a giveaway. Excuse me. So if you're subscribed, you should get the notification that I'm doing a live stream giveaway, and you should be there.
Yeah, no, I will be. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Doesn't have to be Fish Fam, just YouTuber overall.
My favorite YouTuber?
Mhm.
I have a couple favorites, and I mean, I'm not gonna pick favorites.
Not gonna pick favorites.
No, I don't think it's fair to people.
Understandable.
I like everybody.
It's pretty respectable. Matt said, "Please don't say me."
Matt is definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah, speaking of giveaway guys, I just made the thumbnail tonight. I'm making the video when I get off of here.
Oh, thank you, Jess. I appreciate it.
For my 200 subscriber giveaway, we're doing 2 different sets of longfin bristlenose plecos albino, 2 sets of star sapphire cichlids. Now, if we reach 250 subscribers between now and the stream or during the stream, I'm going to be doing 2 more giveaways. We're doing a giveaway for a juvenile flower horn about 2 inches. Then I'm going to be doing another giveaway for a confirmed breeding group of purple harlequin resboras. So that's only if we hit 250 by or during that stream, just so everybody knows. Looks like Jess says I'm going to announce it on the morning show, ABC. Hopefully it will help you get there. Heck yeah.
So yeah, we got 5 minutes left, you said? 3, 4 minutes? 2 minutes?
A little bit, yeah. We can go over a little bit more. I don't think there's anybody after me. So
I don't have a time limit, so we can go until whenever.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I mean, anybody got any more questions?
Yeah, definitely.
You got any more questions for me?
Actually, man, like I said, I was going to keep it short and sweet, not too intrusive for you. I know you said you didn't like talking about yourself too much, so I was trying to kind of conform to that a bit.
I mean, it's not that I don't like sharing information about myself. It's just hard for me to talk about myself. I feel like I'm bragging, and I don't feel like I'm somebody I can talk about. You know what I mean?
The same way. Yeah, you got any dreamfish, or what's some dreamfish you got? Salt and fresh.
Dreamfish?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, for as far as saltwater goes, I mean, if I got back into it, I would love to own some black tip reef sharks or white tip reef sharks or something like that.
That would be really awesome. I get to swim with some working at the zoo.
Yeah, I actually so I went down to Rhode Island to Atlantic, or what the hell is it called? There's an aquarium in Rhode Island, Riverhead, Long Island, excuse me. And but anyway, I swam with the tiger sharks there.
Tiger sharks, that's freaking sweet.
Yeah.
I was cleaning tanks. Should have asked earlier, since you like native fish. Do you have any interest in native reptiles? I love native terrestrial geckos. Check out Coleonx switaki, if I'm pronouncing that right. Assuming it's a little species of native gecko.
Yeah, so I mean, I've kept gray tree frogs in the past, which are a northeastern native. I mean, there's several different salmon, like eastern newts and stuff. I'd like to do a biotope for them and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I absolutely be interested, and I also want to get a common snapping turtle.
Heck yeah! If it was legal to ship across state lines, I usually hatch them out every year.
Yeah.
I'm good friends and went to school with a lot of the wildlife officers around here, and a lot of the people in the area know me for kind of rehabilitating turtles, and a lot of people around here like to catch them and cut them open and eat them. A lot of times they find eggs and I'm able to take them and hatch them out and stuff like that, and it happens usually every year, unfortunately. sad as it is.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'd love to have a setup for a common snapper.
Pretty cool. Vibes is asking, can African cichlids go with sunfish?
They can, but you have to keep in mind like the temperature requirements for like African cichlids.
Sunfish
It's
require a much cooler temperature, right?
Yeah, so I mean they can native North American native fish can withstand up to about 80 degrees or so. So you could probably keep them together. I mean it's not something I would do just because I have a thing about keeping fish from different areas together. Like I love doing biotopes. That's my thing. So I set up tanks with fish that are from that specific area, and that's it. But to each their own. I have nothing against people keeping
Right.
um, cichlids with sunfish. It's been done before, and
Right. Oh, you saw my big old cichlid tank that's got a freaking bichir in it, first off, a clown loach, African, South American. There's even a Madagascar cichlid in there. You know what I mean? I don't know. But then again, the way I keep fish personally reflects how open-minded I am about the hobby as well. So
Matt's asking a question he already knows the answer to because he's subscribed to my OnlyFans.
well, them tattoos and that beard, man. The dad bod's in, I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah,
Even I'm feeling the pressure from time to time. Women are crazy.
yeah.
Bunny's asking if you have any questions for me.
Uh, so what got you into the hobby?
Well, ever since I was a little kid, I've always had a fascination with wildlife. Like I said, I was always the guy to keep bringing in toads and reptiles and snakes or whatever I can get my hands on, and just anything and everything. If it had to do with animals, I loved it. I even wanted to be a marine biologist at one point when I was a kid. But on top of that, my dad and my grandfather and everybody was real into animals too, fish and reptiles and shit, even hunting. So that's really kind of what got me into it, and it grew from there. But I didn't reach until about my early 20s that I realized what I really wanted to do for a living, and that was fish,
Yeah,
taking care of fish. But mainly through my grandparents and my father.
yeah, same here.
Is
I
that
think
fireplace nude that gets me there? Oh, he's talking about the fireplace sitting in front of me, I think.
no, Matt's referring to my Instagram, which is not my ABC Instagram, but my other Instagram, which is Beyond the Mind's Eye. 'Cause, okay, so I'm also an artist, and I have
Okay.
an Instagram for my artwork and stuff,
What kind of
and I
art do
do
you
things.
do? That's really neat.
So yeah, so I do acrylic pour paintings, but then I embellish them. So after I do the painting, I let it dry, and then I go back in and I use different art mediums, and I'll draw or color over top of the stuff and highlight, bring out stuff that I see in the painting and everything. So
It's really awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like one of these days you'll have to show us some of your work
yeah,
because
my
that is
so
sweet.
my the link to my both of my Instagrams is on FishFam.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, so I mean you can go over there and check it out, and you can see my butt in front of a fireplace.
Oh yeah. What you need
So
is like the Captain Morgan, the pose in
that's
like
that's
the
pretty much what
speedo
I
in
was.
front of the fireplace. You know,
So that's what I was doing, except I was nude and I was holding a mimosa.
it's awesome. It's freaking
But
awesome. That's some shit I would do, man.
yeah, that was New Year's Day, like 2 years ago. The wife and I rented a cabin uh up in Virginia, and just spent the night in a log cabin out in the middle of the snowy woods and shit.
That's awesome. I've done that once by myself. I went by myself. I said fuck it. It was snowy one. Had a good snow the one year, and I was just tired of sitting at home before I had a kid. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
mean
fuck it. I'm gonna
it
go out,
was
sit in a cabin in the woods. I'm gonna go have a fire, and then I'm gonna go deer hunting in the morning. Fuck y'all,
Yeah,
I'm out.
it was a great time though. I mean, we went on like a horse-drawn sleigh ride through the woods and stuff at night, and so it was all lantern lit and everything. It's pretty cool.
It's super awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Jess, we're all crazy here. If you think I'm not
Yeah.
crazy, I mean, then yeah, you're crazy. Let's see if I missed anything here.
But yeah, so aside from the artwork, I also do photography.
Okay.
So I have a bunch of different hobbies.
Yeah, I have quite a few too, but the time to put forth into all of them regularly is another thing.
Yeah, that's also my problem because aside from all of my hobbies, I have a 17-month-old son and a 6-week-old son.
And that's a
So
lot of friggin' work, man. I got a 3-year-old and
yeah,
I'm a single dad, so
yeah,
it's rough trying to juggle a business and a 3-year-old and everything else on top and this on top of it. So
yeah, yeah. So that's why I'm often up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning down in the fish room messing with
same.
stuff because it's some of the only time I get to actually work on stuff down here.
Right, yeah, that's what I said earlier. I got to do water changes still in here after I get done with this, whenever that might be. I don't have anything planned, so I'm free till whenever. So,
I think Bunny just went and checked out my Instagram.
no, dude, she's gonna be all over you. I can already tell.
Thank you.
Better watch it, Bunny. He's a taken man. By the way, I just want to say that really thank you for coming up here, man.
Yeah,
You're technically my first official guest in the fish fam. The other guest I had was from the reptile community. So
yeah. I mean,
I appreciate it very much.
I'm happy to be here. I was kind of surprised when he asked me. I was like, oh yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know why you want to interview me, but
Hey, I got to get to you before all these other people do. You're an
yeah,
interesting fellow, guy. So
yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of knowledge in the hobby and stuff, and um, so I just started back. I just started with YouTube about a year ago.
okay,
So
yeah. I've been on YouTube, and I didn't really start creating any content until this past December here. But I've been on YouTube and in the fish fam and around before the fish fam for about going on 4.5 years now. It's
yeah,
been a fun
I just
ride.
found the fish fam probably 8 or 9 months ago.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I've seen you
So
pop
fairly
around a
new.
bit more there for a while there because I took a hiatus there. I just got so fed up with social media and everything else. I was like, all right, gonna kind of kick back and lurk
Yeah.
for a few months here. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah. So any more questions, anybody?
Yeah. Um, do you draw at all? Like just
Yeah.
regular drawing?
I draw, I paint. I mean, I wish I had thought ahead and brought some of my artwork down here to show you guys, but and unfortunately I can't go upstairs and get it because it's our art room is the room right next to my son's bedroom and he's sleeping right now. So if I go up there, it's probably gonna
Oh
wake
yeah.
him up.
Oh yeah. All hell breaking loose. Yeah,
You know.
man.
But
I
yeah, I draw, I paint. Uh, I love to do any arts and crafts stuff. Really, I dabble in a little bit of all of it. So I actually did. So I've done 2 art shows. One in Brooklyn and New York City, and I did one in upstate New York.
okay.
So where I've showcased my artwork and sold a bunch of it and stuff. And
That's really awesome. Do you do any fish related artwork a lot at all? Or
um, so I've done one painting that was fish related. And actually Xanadu, I don't know if you know Xanadu, but
yeah,
Xanadu got it in one of the auctions
I
for
remember that.
color guppies.
I remember that.
But yeah, it was clownfish, or two clownfish and an anemone on like a blue pour painting background and stuff. And it was UV reactive as well.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it. I'll have to go see if
if you
Xanadu's
go
got
and if you go and check out my Instagram page, you'll see a lot of 90% of the artwork that I do is UV reactive.
Thank you. I think I already have you on Instagram, actually. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Favorite color?
Favorite color is green.
Right on. Mine too.
Specifically, like teal green.
Teal. I like more of like sort of like a biohazard lime green. If that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I used to have I had a 2001 Softail that I painted lime green and black with white spider webbing on it and stuff.
Oh, green and black's like my thing. Obviously, you can even tell by my logo.
Yeah. That's another thing. I've got to make a logo up.
I did. I used a website called Pixlr, and I made that one by myself. It was super simple, free.
I'll have to look into it.
Here, let me go grab a link for it real quick.
Oh, that's cool, Bunny Viper. So one of the series of paintings that I did that were UV reactive, I also did them in a way that they reacted with chroma depth 3D glasses. So when you
wow.
put the chroma depth 3D glasses on, it would make the image, come to life basically. And that's where, it separates color based on the color temperature. So cool colors like blue and black are in the background, where warm colors like red and yellow and orange are in the foreground and stuff.
Okay.
So I did so some of the paintings that I did for the art show in Brooklyn were all chroma depth reactive and UV reactive photos or
Really
paintings.
awesome. That'd be cool to see you do like sort of like a canvas of like a whole reef tank with that kind of chroma reactive, different all sorts of different colors and stuff. That'd be really pretty too.
Yeah, it would.
Well, I think we're gonna call the interview here and just kind of hang out and chit chat for a bit. What do you think?
Yeah,
Maybe
cool
throw the link up there, see if anybody else wants to come up for a review here.
I had fun. Appreciate it.
Me too. Thanks for coming up. It's nice to get to know you a little better. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, if anybody in the chat has more questions, feel free to ask.
Of course.
It's not that I don't want to share anything. It's just hard for me to talk about myself.
I feel it. Ask these guys. I kind of struggle with it too. I always feel like a jackass.
Yeah. If somebody asks me though, I'll answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give me a second.
No problem.
So all of my tanks down here are all on Wi-Fi smart outlets, so I can control all of them from my tablet, which
That's
I
awesome.
conveniently plugged in to make sure it was charged, because I can't do it from the phone when I'm streaming from the phone.
Right.
So I've got my tablet over there, so I'm going to turn the light on behind me.
Yeah. S wants to know when you're getting a grass pickerel. Some more questions. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I know I haven't had a oh god, I just lost my train of thought. I was reading a comment. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a good night. Trying to do my best with a good interview here, so hope I did well.
So
y'all
to elaborate on S's question, if I get a pickerel, it wouldn't be a grass pickerel. it would be a chain pickerel. The slightly larger cousin of the grass pickerel. But I actually have a great spot where I catch them constantly every summer, and spring, summer, and fall. I mean, this place I go out there. First cast, I'm reeling in a 12 to 14-inch grass picker or a chain pickerel. So
It's awesome. There's a little place around me. Pay $8. Don't even need a license. You fish all day long. But they have a big old pond that has nothing but muskie and northern pike in it. And
well,
it's the same way. Throw out a nice like 8 to 12-inch chugger out there, and you're catching them all day long just from the shore. It's
yeah. I mean,
beautiful.
I fish from shore too, and I use the little Panther Martin spinner baits
Those are nice.
and fucking catch pickerel and black crappie and panfish all day.
Oh yeah. Favorite aquatic plant?
Ooh, so my current favorite is the Potamogeton robinsi, which is
Ooh.
this plant over here. It's Robin's pondweed is the common name for it, but it's a North American native plant. I actually have a short on it, but I just love the growth pattern on it and stuff.
Is it a fast grower?
Yeah, it's a super fast grower, and it can get up to 3 meters long. So it's a
Rhizome?
big. What's that?
Is it a rhizome?
The plant itself, the stem.
Okay.
Yeah, so it grows anywhere. It grows anywhere from 2 to 20 feet in depth.
Wow.
In lakes and ponds and stuff. So, but it can grow up to 6 to 9 feet long.
Thanks, Justin. And hey, who cares? If you want to come up, chick. No worries. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing, especially in here. You got to get through me. I do know you're going to the Clash, but Vibe wants to know what fish swap auctions or fish conventions you're going to be going to, even maybe Reptiles as well.
So there's one in Saratoga, which is about an hour north of me, twice a year. It's Repticon. So they do that. And Saratoga Reptile Expo and stuff. So I go to those. But as far as like fish conventions and stuff, I'm going to the Clash. And I mean that's really the only one I have time and money for right now. So
yeah. Rainer says he has a small tank. We only have big ones we only have big ones native. Yeah. The pike around here can get up to like 4 feet. So
Rainier's in
New Zealand, I think.
No, I forget where he is. He's in Europe though, but yeah, I was gonna say if you wanted a pike, you should get a pickerel. But I don't think I think just the northern pikes are in your area. Austria, yeah, that's right.
Austria, yeah, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Potamogeton robinsi is beautiful. I've never successfully grown it. When I collected, only bought in a store. Temp issue probably. Fast grower when it's adjusted. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And so most of the plants that I was able to collect still had roots and stuff. So I mean, they've been in the tank for about a week now, and there appears to be some growth on some of the smaller plants.
Yeah.
And stuff but they look like they're doing great.
Right. And shit. And if those things grow up to 20 feet down, I mean, they're obviously a low light plant at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a super fast grower too. Yeah. Kind of like the other plant in here. It's the hornwort, which is probably another one of my favorites. That's a really fast grower.
The ones that I go to, Jess, yes. I haven't gone to any recently, but there is a monthly reptile show here in my town at the community college at the end of every month. And there's quite a few frog breeders there. I can look around for you and see what I can find.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
that's another thing is I used to keep poison dart frogs and Amazon milk frogs,
That's
and
awesome.
I do often see them at the reptile expos.
They're
But yeah,
pretty common
I
frog.
love
They're just a little expensive when you buy them online and stuff like that. It's hard to find them under like $45.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I had some of the white and tan milk frogs or white and brown milk frogs.
Okay, yeah. Hmm. I do not, Jess. I only have your email. But like I said, it's at the end of every month, so it wouldn't be until I don't know. What is there? 31 days in this month, right? I think it wouldn't be until the 28th or 29th that I would be able to go. But I can definitely go see what they got.
Yeah, I think the next one around me is in the fall, probably August or September.
Yeah. Way down, further on down south, in Ohio, that's where they hold Repticon usually, and a few others. But this one is every month right here, 10 minutes down the road. It's a
Yeah,
fairly large one too. It's pretty cool. It's where I get all my crickets. I can go buy a box of 1,500 crickets for $20. So,
yeah, yeah.
them chameleons eat like freight trains. That and I can get horned worms half the price as I can anywhere else there too.
That's so the Chihuahua gecko I have came from one of the reptile expos. I didn't buy it myself. A buddy of mine bought it, and um, so this buddy prior to me moving to Scotland from New York, is I had um, poison dart frogs that I had given to him along with their tank and everything, and because I was moving, so I pretty much got rid of everything I owned and stuff and moved. But so after I came back and everything, he had the Chihuahua gecko, which he had bought from one of the reptile expos, and just didn't really have time to take care of it because he was working a lot. And so
Yeah,
he contacted me and asked me if I wanted it, and gave it to me back with the tank and everything.
right. Okay, Jess, sounds good. Thank you very much. Gina's asking what your favorite candy is.
My favorite candy,
Yep.
peach sour rings.
Nice, nice. I think mine
Yeah.
have to be those cheap strawberry candies. Got that soft strawberry filling.
Oh man, the strawberry candies your grandma used to keep in her
Oh, hell
purse.
yeah! I used to snag handfuls of them.
I love those too, but I think my usual go to is like the peach sour rings that you get a bag for $1 at the gas station or some shit.
Yeah. I used to keep a couple different kinds of frogs. Just some regular red-eyed green tree frogs and some rain frogs. Those guys were pretty cool. Some desert rain frogs, fat little roly-poly looking things, chubby little bastards. Hmm.
Yeah, I kept Dendrobates azuris, the blue and black um, poison dart frogs, and I also kept the Amazon milk frogs.
Awesome. I agree, Chris Alisar. Most of the New Caledonia species are pretty damn badass. I love all geckos. I'm not gonna lie. I love them all. But
I
the
would love a lychee.
lychees are fun. They're fun.
Yeah,
I really like the leafy tails. I had one for a long time. He was
yeah,
cool as shit.
yeah. I actually wanted to get what's the is the leafy tailed the flying lizard?
No,
The one that like what's the I forget what it was, but it was a gecko that was like it was a flying gecko.
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the specific name of it off the top of my head. Mm.
Yeah, but I mean they're fucking awesome looking little tiny things.
They are. I do a lot. I do like the little tiny morning gecko or day geckos or whatever they are. Little itty
Yeah,
bitty guys are only like that. Yeah, they're
yeah.
cute too. Hmm. You got any dream reptiles?
Dream reptiles. I think it. So I think it would probably right now it would probably be a lychee.
Yeah. And what's cool is they're really not all that expensive, especially if you find one at a good show.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to buy a breeding pair,
Ooh,
like proven breeders, but the guy wanted I think $4,200 for the pair.
it's a bunch.
So
I like
yeah,
the
I
big
mean they,
gargoyles a lot too.
yeah.
I actually have a buddy from the reptile community. He breeds a couple hundred different kinds of geckos. It's pretty cool. That's all he does. That's what he does
Yeah.
for a living. He's one of my favorite people to talk to. He's always who I go to for information about him. But oh man, Creative Corlophus. He's a pretty cool dude.
Okay.
If you ever hear him, he's one heck of a gecko guy. Well, feed him, Gina. What the hell? I can't lie, Rainer. I'm not too well with most scientific names. I know most things, but
Yeah, I mean I can barely pronounce some of them, so
um,
let alone know what they are.
I think he's talking about a species of gecko. My
This is
favorite
like
candy is like
I have a
candy
bit of
corn.
ADD, so like when I get like into something and I really get like if there's something I want or something I want to do, I get just like gung ho into it and do as much research as I can and stuff. So like,
Yep, I do too.
okay, yeah, the flying gecko.
Yep,
So
that was the scientific
that
name.
that's when I start learning like some of the scientific names and stuff for
Mhm.
stuff because I'm literally doing research on things when I should be working or something.
I do the same
Like
thing. That and I
I'll
have
be
to keep up on it, especially if I got a customer that wants a certain species that I've never kept before or anything like
yeah.
that. I have to make sure I'm on top of it.
For me, I'll be at work or something, sitting on the ground, sticking stone on the wall, and thinking about a biotope I want to set up, and then all of a sudden I find myself like spending the next half hour trying to research this particular biotope, just to find out what the dissolved oxygen content is in this particular
Right,
lake and the pH of that lake and everything else, and what kind of microorganisms are in it.
right. I do the same damn
Yeah.
thing. I've been planning out on paper an Asian biotope tank. Dojo loaches are native from Asia and streams and rivers and stuff like that. So I'm trying to. I want to remember that tank that I showed you the other day, that 12-footer. I want something like that for about 20 or 30 dojo loaches and a
Yeah.
bunch of other native species to that area. I haven't. It's gonna be a while before I'll be able to afford a personal tank of that size. So I got it all planned out.
That's cool. There's a guy on YouTube that I follow. His channel is called Stream Affair.
Hmm. I have to go check that out.
And he's got a massive custom built stream tank, similar to my stream, but his is an Asian stream tank.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go check that out.
I think he keeps like some Pandagaras, White Cloud Mountain minnows, and stuff in there. And
Yeah, and I'm so happy I found somebody else that loves candy corn just as much as I do.
oh,
I fucking love candy corn, dude.
the only way to eat candy corn is to throw it in the trash.
Oh man, hell no! I ever catch anybody throwing candy corn in the trash, I'm gonna take that bag and I'm gonna personally feed you every fucking piece of it by force. Airhead
I'll
extremes are good too. Yeah,
I'll send you all my candy corn.
hey, I'm down. They're so common and they're so simple and come in different variations. Leopard geckos, yeah, leopard geckos are great.
So Rainier's got a fish that I well doesn't have one, but it has a fish native to their area that is one of my dream fish probably, and it's Phenoxys or the Eurasian minnow.
Okay,
And
yeah, I've heard of those. I know them as the Eurasian minnow.
yeah, I mean those things are freaking beautiful, especially when they're in breeding colors. Like,
Oh yeah,
I just love. I mean, green's my favorite color, so the metallic green and gold on them and white is
that's
it's
that's the only reason I've kept this big bitch for so long, dude. This big female black belt has got just one hell of an iridescent metallic green color that goes down the side of her, showing over top of all her reds and her blues and her grays, and it's just
yeah.
gorgeous.
Trying to find somebody that lives in Europe that'll send them to me.
Good luck with that. But
Like,
yeah, guys, like Ricky's saying, if you can't, please hit the like and subscribe. I don't really ever ask, so
yeah,
I'd appreciate it if you did. And go check him out too. If you don't, I'll ban you. How about that?
yeah. If you don't, Matt will ban you.
Yeah. Toffee popcorn. That does sound good.
Anybody who
Butterscotch.
doesn't subscribe, Matt's gonna spam their email with pictures of my butt.
Oh yeah.
No, never mind, because some people might not subscribe just for that.
I don't know if it's got tattoos on it. They might subscribe just because of tattoos.
Bunny's gonna not subscribe. He's gonna go unsubscribe.
If you got a license, you can, Rainer. You have to have permits to export and import into the States.
Yeah.
Need to get a few
And
bags of Nerds jelly beans before Easter comes and goes. Yeah.
I would love to get some, but they are actually on the injurious injurious fish species list.
There's quite a few species that I've been hunting down that I want to keep personally, just in case.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Some people are going to unsubscribe, so I took that back. That's not going to happen.
Oh, he's saying they're going to unsubscribe so they can get those emails.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, the emails are not being sent out.
Oh, not even to select few. Come on, no, I'm joking.
They could. The only thing that's not on Fish Fam Link is my OnlyFans.
$20. Surprised nobody else has popped up here.
Yeah. Where's Bunny Viper? Come on up.
Yeah, right. She's too much of a wimp.
You won't. You won't do it.
Yeah, you won't do it.
You won't do it. You won't do it.
I'm gonna take away your mod status if you don't do it.
Yeah, no wrench for you.
Nerds are the worst candy. Prove me wrong. I like nerds. I do. I can't lie. Now, what I don't like is the cheap Chinese Smarties. It just tastes like fucking chalk. Like the big, giant, round Smartie things. Those things taste like shit.
I actually like Smarties.
No, the Smarties are fine. I'm talking about the actual Asian giant Smarties.
Oh.
Cheap.
Did you know in Canada Smarties are chocolate and not like the Smarties that we have?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's one of my other favorite snacks is a Canadian food, and it's ketchup chips. So they're potato chips that are ketchup flavored, and they're freaking awesome.
I've had them.
Nerd robes are a delicacy.
My favorite candy though, Butterfingers and Twizzlers. I love me some fucking Twizzlers.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of chocolate.
I don't know. I like chocolate, but it can definitely be too rich sometimes.
Yeah. I'll eat some Reese's though.
Oh yeah, I'll stuff my fat fucking face with some Reese's. Especially the eggs, man.
Some like Reese's Pieces,
Mhm.
the little, but
Oh yeah.
I like Reese's.
Yeah, I've had quite a few edible nerds ropes too. They're pretty good.
I've had one of the Nerds edible ropes.
They're pretty great. I've had the chocolate oranges. Those, they look like come in a little package. They're round, but they got the slices like look like an orange, but it's orange flavored chocolate.
Yeah.
I used to have that all the time when I was a kid. Hmm.
So where are you from, Brendan?
I am from Northern Ohio.
Northern Ohio.
Yep, I was born and raised in Kentucky, moved up here, and my parents split apart and kind of been here ever since, and then got stuck here when I had a kid. But I'm not talking shit on my kid. I love my daughter.
Yeah.
But fuck Ohio.
What was that show that was in Ohio? It took place in Ohio. Drew?
What? Tommy Boy.
Yeah. That was the movie though. There's another. It was like a sitcom that was in Ohio, Cleveland,
Mm,
Ohio. I
yeah,
think it
I
was
know what
called
you're
Drew.
talking about. I can't freaking remember. And then part of the Avengers was filmed about 25 minutes away from me. It's in downtown Sandusky, Ohio. That was pretty cool. They had half the city shut down for that.
Yeah, right here. So get a couple of them, put them in a box, and ship them to me. And don't tell anybody what's in the box. And then I'll ship some stuff back to you. I'll ship you some grass pickerels.
You getting fish smuggling now, guys? What the hell?
Nobody heard that here first.
Yeah, I'm
Drew
deleting this
Carey,
after
yeah,
this stream.
Drew Carey show.
Drew,
Scott,
yeah,
Scott's
yeah.
picking up what I'm putting down.
Hey, why are you talking shit on us? You live here too, you asshole. For real though, Gino.
Yeah.
What food could I eat every day, or we could eat every day? Lasagna and meatloaf and
Uh,
brisket, corned beef brisket, hands down.
what food could I eat every day? Cheesecake.
Okay, if we're talking about desserts, yeah, I'm right there with you. I'd be 1,500 pounds if that was all I ate every day.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have a problem with it because it's fucking cheesecake. Just plain cheesecake. Just plain cheesecake.
So Chris, all that talk was just hypothetical.
We got time to go get some. The mini ones have better taste than the huge ones, but the huge ones are better looking. That's what she said, Madrill. Yeah, I went there. Honestly, it'd be pretty fucking funny. They're just lucky I haven't got my hands on a fucking snakehead yet.
Yeah. It
Chana Barca, particularly. My God, I would give
which
both my
one's that?
testicles. It's like all black. It's pretty much all black, but it's got blue and yellow and orange patterning going down the side of it
Oh
too.
yeah. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the one I was thinking of too.
Oh, they're
So that
so fucking pretty. Dude.
that would be the thing.
Just if it wasn't so damn illegal.
Yeah.
Keep trying to get S to go down there a little further south and get me one, but he's an asshole like that.
That's one of those not safe for YouTube tanks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So when you cover up with the black tarp when you're filming in the fish room.
Get the knife. What the fuck? I would also like to go on vacation to the U.S. Do it, Rainer. There's quite a bit of stuff over here.
Rainer,
Just don't pick the
oh
shitty
yeah.
places. You ever want some good advice on where to go to vacation? A lot of us would know because, like a lot of people like to travel halfway across the world to go to fucking Kelly's Island and Put in Bay. That is retarded. You know how many places are better than that? Like freaking what is it, Myrtle Beach and everything else? Like, come on, though. So don't be one of those people. Make sure you pick some good places to go. Hmm. Been lurking. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night, vibes.
Bet
Bet
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
go
do a
sleep
sweep
with
on the
this
fish
thing.
family. All the fuck. Ain't gonna find nothing.
Nope.
And if they do, they're getting drowned in my fish tank. Y'all worry too much.
I would hide the tank where they hid the soul stone.
I want to go into Gina's rape. What? What?
I want to
Where
go
the
in
fuck
Gina's
did that?
rape van.
Where the fuck did that go?
You
My
missed
van is in the
some of the
shop right
comments
now.
between Gina and Bunny.
It came out of nowhere and threw me way off. Leo 209, how's it going, man? Nice to see you in here. Hanging out, chit
Welcome,
chat.
Leo.
You know nothing and no one.
It's Bunny's rape van.
Please don't tell me it's just like one of those regular white windowless box vans.
Yeah, instead of free candy, it says free fish.
Yeah. Green Kabodai raspberries or dwarf emerald raspberries. Honestly, Leo, I like them both very much.
I
If I had
would
to
go
choose
with,
one or the other, I'd go with the Kabodai. Or Kabadai.
and I would go with the emerald raspberries.
I do too, but compared the Kabodai are a little more. I can't really say rare, but harder to get a hold of. I guess
Yeah,
the only reason why I'm choosing those. So many rape van owners in this stream. What the fuck?
my rape van will beat your rape van in a race.
I own a truck and an SUV, so I'm not the rapey type. So I don't own a rape van.
I have a Toyota Rav4 and 2 motorcycles.
But if it said free fish, why the hell not?
Yeah, he missed. I see your comments, Bunny. I'm reading the chats, but
Trying to keep up.
I think Brennan missed them.
I missed some of them, yeah. Fucking Matt.
My rape van will rape your rape van.
Trying to see what all I missed here. The mini ones have a better taste. I don't see where I missed anything. I would only be catching reptiles and real poisonous snakes. Yeah. Venomous snakes. Snakes are not poisonous. Just so you're aware.
So Bunny, I don't see a timestamp on it, but Bunny said at Gina, candy and artwork. You take the one to the left, I'll take the one to the right. They'll both fit in the van.
Jesus. I have a Dodge Grand Caravan. Hey, that's not a rape van. That's like soccer mom van.
Yeah.
Someone say free fish. You get in the van, sign me up. You know what? Now I'm gonna go rent a van. Then I'm gonna get a magnet that says free fish on the side, and I'm gonna pull up to the Clash in that motherfucker.
Are you going to Clash?
Yeah, I've already got my room paid
Nice.
for, ticket bought.
Yeah, I got my ticket and everything, and I've got a Airbnb rented for the weekend.
I thought about doing that, but I just don't need all that room just for myself.
Well, I'm actually sharing it with the Metalheads.
Nice.
So it's a 2-bedroom private house that I rented for the weekend, and the Metalheads are taking the extra room.
Yeah. ton of room with that stone go sitting. Yeah, that's true. And it was a white panel van. That's weird, Bunny. It's weird.
Real clash happens in the van.
Yeah.
So that it's come to the dark side. We have snakeheads.
Dude, I'm still trying to push everybody to do, instead of everybody just going out to and raiding a restaurant, just doing one hell of a like a parking lot freaking tailgate party. Everybody bring a bunch of grills and meat and all, and just grill out in the freaking parking lot. One big
Yeah.
old get together. I think that would be a really cool idea. Hey, Mississippi hippie, how you doing?
Mississippi hippie, welcome.
Missed the interview portion there towards the beginning. I pretty much cut right into it from the get go.
Yeah, but anybody that's new in the chat, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask.
You heard, man. Actually, give me 2 seconds here, guys. I really gotta pee. I'm sitting here like half-ass dancing in my chair, so give me a second. Sorry.
Don't forget that I love veggie burgers. Yes, I was up until about a year ago. I was vegetarian actually. Now I eat fish and chicken. Still pretty much vegetarian, besides fish and chicken. Are you going to Clash, buddy? Only Oscar sees that in the parking lots every night, mostly homeless people.
Hey, well, we're fish people, so
That was a really
superior.
quick feat.
Well, right here is I technically live in a double wide, but it's got
Okay.
3 bedrooms, 2 bath. This is 1 bedroom. The front bathroom's right next door, like next door over, and then on the next door after that's another bathroom or another bedroom. So it's right there.
Okay. Yeah, so we have a 3,100 square foot house. It's
Nice.
5 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms.
Nice. Yeah, I came across this at a really good deal. I paid it off outright, but it's got all hardwood. It's made in 2016, but it's all hardwood floors, full bathroom or 2 full bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, laundry room, kitchen, dining room, whole 9 yards. It's a really nice place. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I don't need
house
much more than that.
Yeah, our house was built in 1942, but it's a beautiful home. And so when we bought it, it was estimated value on like Zillow and stuff. It was at 230,000. We bought it for 135.
Nice. Yeah, this place was 58, and I ended up getting it for 32. So that was pretty nice.
Only Oscar says he didn't wash his hands.
Oh fuck, I didn't. I don't want penis stuff all over my mic and my keyboard. It's weird.
There's 2 different people. Ones that wash their hands before they pee and ones that wash their hands after.
Well, first off, if you're the one that wash your hands before you pee, you're just a fucking asshole.
It's a movie quote.
Oh, is it? What movie is that from?
I forget now.
Who said I just want beef? What the fuck are we talking about? How much beef you need? I need to go back up here.
What about beef?
Oh, where is it? Gina said, Ricky, who said I just want beef? That's the first thing I saw. Then I scroll up further and I said, geez, Gina. Or Ricky said, geez, Gina, how much beef do you need? And I don't know where the fuck that came from. Ricky, he said bodies, not men. What the fuck?
Bodies. So any questions for us guys?
Yeah, keep them coming, guys, if you guys got them.
Bunny Viper or Gina, I know you guys got some questions.
Right? Spit them out there.
Myrtle, anything you'd like to know? I'm an open book. You just got to read it. It's not an audio book.
Got any favorite movies or TV shows?
Favorite movies would be the alien genre. So like,
Nice.
you know,
Do you like even the
more
super new B-rated ones?
no. So my my favorite of those series would be Alien Covenant and Prometheus, just
Yeah,
because I
Prometheus
like
blew my
the.
fucking mind, dude.
Oh yeah. So my favorite part about those two movies is the whole engineers and the whole creation and stuff of the
Right.
human and everything.
The ending left that cliffhanger ending with that I can't remember what is it, a deacon that popped out of what's his nuts, dude. That and then it just ends there. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? So I've been waiting for some more to that. I like a lot of the comics. I love the comic series.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten too much into the like the graphic novel series of that.
It's pretty neat. There's a lot more. You just learn a lot more about the lore to that universe.
I really like the graphic novels of the Walking Dead series.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, and that's I've been a big Walking Dead fan since the beginning
Me too.
and
I used
stuff.
to.
That's another thing I do is I do special effects makeup.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
One of my favorite movies is
do I believe in
uh,
UFOs, Bunny?
Fifth
Absolutely.
Element. The Fifth Element is one of my favorite
Fifth
movies.
Element is a great movie.
I wish they would have made another one.
Yeah.
Kenny, open book. You say what's on page 471?
Oh, that's a tough page. You don't want to read that page. I skipped past that one in that book.
S says Prometheus is good, but the extended director's cut is great. It is.
Yeah, so in the extended director's cut, they it goes more in depth of when the engineer is talking to uh Wayland and stuff, right? I think
Yeah.
that's what he talked about. Yeah, and so he talks about so the whole premise of Prometheus, and it gets into the fact that like the engineers visited Earth like 2,000 years ago or whatever, and it talks about how they took somebody back with them and tried to teach him, the ways, the way to live and love each other and everything else, and put them back on Earth, and mankind, uh, crucified him and stuff, talking about Jesus and everything. So,
Right.
I think that's a pretty cool aspect to the whole movie.
Right. And S, yes, technically the deacon did come from the engineer through the engineer's genetic experimentations, which would be the face huggers and all that stuff. And that creature that got that guy that animal popped out of, yes, that technically came from them. And
Yeah,
then and they evolved from there into what we know today as aliens.
well,
There's
they
a
they
whole
didn't
series of
actually
them.
they didn't actually evolve into the modern xenomorph. David genetically created the
Yeah,
xenomorphs.
yeah. I forgot about that. But I know there's several other species along with the deacon. They were all like, you started with the deacon, then it evolved into the next one, and then the next one,
Yeah,
and then
yep,
he did something. He genetically modified it with humans, and then that's where the xenomorphs came from, right? If I'm not
yep,
mistaken, I'm trying to remember it all correctly.
yeah. So David used the DNA from I think it was like a wasp type like insect that lived on the planet that they're on, and used that uh, insect's DNA because it laid its eggs inside of the host, and then the host incubated the egg, and then it would burst its way out
Right.
and stuff. So that's where the whole chest burster and stuff came from.
Favorite B-rated movie?
Mm,
Mine's Drunken Master. It's like an old kind of like Asian dubbed movie. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't know, because I have such like I said, I have such a wide range of favorites and stuff. It's hard for me. Aside from the fact that I love, the xenomorphs and stuff, but like favorite B-rated movie, I don't know. I don't know if I could pick one.
Well, do you believe in UFOs?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
I think you'd be a little naive not to think that, or to think that we're the only intelligent life form in the entire universe.
Damn straight. Ricky says, okay, guys, I stand corrected. Gina's right van welcomes all, apparently men and women alike. Hey. Favorite horror film?
Favorite what?
Horror film?
Favorite horror film? That would, I mean, I guess. So I guess Alien is sci-fi horror, right?
Yeah. It can be.
Favorite horror movies would be. I would have to say Hellraiser.
I remember watching that movie when I was a kid. The first one. The only scene I can remember was when they found that videotape of that guy, that weird guy that found the box, started going crazy and had all those pictures in the box, and then all the wires came out hooking into him. And I remember that scene vividly. I don't know what the Leo at the end means, but you got Matt asking what your favorite fish is again.
I didn't hear that. Sorry, my freaking dehumidifier's running right now. So
You're right. Matt said, "What's your favorite fish, Leo?" I don't know. I'm not quite sure what Leo means, but
what's my favorite fish?
yeah. Again, I know you've said it like 3 times now, but for some reason it's not sticking in my brain.
I mean, I guess the favorite fish that I own would probably be my bowhead or my rainbow shiners, or my bowfin or my rainbow shiners.
Yeah. Madrill said, so some pages have been taken out of this book. I shall make it my life journey to find and return this missing page back to where it belongs. Would you split your tongue again if it wasn't split now?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like I said, getting it done wasn't bad. It was just like the first week after getting it done was pretty horrible. But I would do it again. I actually did it twice. The first time I did it, it healed back together.
Yeah. Dracula is as horror as only Oscar goes. I'm asking Leo what his favorite fish is. Okay, my bad.
Oh, yeah, it
Sure.
said Leo after the end of that. I'm like, is Matt calling me Leo?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that is. Speaking of that, what is your astrological sign?
Mine?
Yeah.
Virgo. My birthday is 2 days before the Clash.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I remember everybody talking about it being your birthday weekend. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Birthday weekend.
I'm a Pisces.
Nice. Do you like pina coladas and long walks on the beach?
Fuck yeah, who doesn't? That song's gonna be stuck in my head now. Do you like pina coladas?
Getting lost in the rain.
Yep. Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue. Welcome, welcome. Debbie's an Aries. Mississippi's a Virgo too. Gina's a Taurus. Madrigal said, Kenny, you have to make one instrument disappear from the face of this earth, and it cannot be an accordion or bagpipe. What instrument gets executed?
One instrument, a recorder.
Yeah, I think I can agree on that.
Get the fuck out of here, recorder. Gone. Walk the plank.
Only Oscars is asking if you guys are dating. Bunny's a Leo. Matt's asking the 20th or the 21st?
It's the 20th.
Not Valhoon. How's it going, man?
So,
Not Valhoon was the first guest up here on Who the Hell Are You? Anybody?
Yeah, I watched that actually a couple days ago when right after you asked me to come up. I was like, well, let me see what this is about.
Yeah, just kind of chilling, having a good old time.
Yeah. So yeah, my date of birth was September 20th, 1985. I'll be 37 in September.
Yeah.
I was born at 8:15 a.m. In case anybody else wants to know. Want to know that.
MNC Aquatics, how's it going?
When I was 3 months old, I died from an asthma attack and was rushed to the hospital. Well, I had an asthma attack and stopped breathing and was pronounced dead on the way to the hospital, but then was revived and spent my first Christmas in the hospital.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're here with us now. That's some scary shit. I'm sure you were too young to really understand.
Yeah, I mean, I was 3 months old, so I don't remember.
Yep. Definitely hope everything's doing a little bit better for you down there. Right, where is Annette? I haven't seen her since she was the first person to say something in here.
Yeah, she left hours ago, like an hour ago, didn't she? We've been up for what, 2 hours now?
Yeah, I didn't see her say goodbye.
I thought maybe she just dropped out. I don't know.
Yeah. Understandable. And just remember, guys, I'm going to be putting up scheduling the stream after this for the giveaway for a week and a half from now. We're at 208 subscribers. We hit 250 before or during that stream. Those 4 giveaways are going to turn into 6 giveaways. And the 2 fish that I'm going to be giving away are pretty damn badass. So.
Oh yeah. So share it out, people. Share out the fucking page.
Yep, we're going to be doing 2 separate. Yeah, doing my best. We're going to be giving away 2 separate groups of longfin albino plecos. Well, there are probably going to be 6 or 7 in each bag just to make sure. Also, 2 different groups of star sapphire. And if we reach 250, we'll be doing a giveaway for a flower horn and another giveaway for a breeding group of purple harlequin rasboras. So, y'all want some fish? Some really nice fish.
Chana Baraka pair.
Chana Baraka pair, shit. I could be watching Chana spawn is beautiful. It really is. There's all sorts of videos of a bunch of people from England and stuff have taken that are really, really neat. By the way, guys, I did make that Discord. Let me pull it up here and I'll make a link to it. Every once in a while, we'll do some watch parties and stuff, or a lot of documentaries and stuff that I'm just not able to show here. So let me get a link here, and I'll shoot everybody.
Yeah, good point. You know, don't enter the giveaway if you don't have proper tanks for them or a place to keep them.
Yes, please. I'm hugely stressing that. Thank you for reminding me. And if I find out you don't, then I'm gonna ban you from any other giveaway I have again.
Getting
To be
banned.
honest, won't ban you from the channel, but
So,
you won't win anything again.
Myrtle, I'm gonna reverse the question on you. If you could exile one instrument, what would it be? And did you like my answer? I didn't know if you accepted my answer or not,
Oh
or
yeah,
if
he
you
agrees.
rejected it.
He specifically said fuck recorders. So
Fuck recorders. All right.
and also, by the way, all of these fish that I'm going to be giving away, besides the Harlequin rasboras and the flower heron, are all about an inch and a half. So they're babies. I mean, technically, the flower horn is too. They're only about 2 inches now.
Can you play any instruments, Brennan?
I used to play the bass, but through everything else, I've kind of fallen out of touch with it. But I did start teaching my brother how to play before I kind of stopped, and now he is in a band, a very pretty successful band. He's been doing it ever since. The producers for his music. Do you know who Born of Osiris is? It's a heavy metal band, pretty popular. But
What's the name of the band? Born of Osiris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
The people that produce Born of Osiris's music also produce his. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get rid of the kazoo. There's some pretty good songs that I've heard with the kazoo.
Where are we at here?
I mean, I guess they can do without it, but
Slide whistle.
I don't even think slide whistle is an instrument. It's just something that fucking.
Oh no, it's 100% classified as an instrument. It's freaking ridiculous. It's pretty bad. What size tank does an adult flower horn need? Personally, I don't put on them full grown in anything less than like a 60.
Yeah, I would have said 75, but 60s.
Yeah, bigger the better for them. They get pretty big. Keep them separated if you have more than one as well, because they will more than likely.
Myrtle, sorry, I'm just having a random thought, but Myrtle, it's now your mission to compose something for the slide whistle and kazoo. We need a slide whistle kazoo piece. So come on.
And Bunny, no, just the regular electric bass. Unfortunate. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite instrument, Myrtle, or anybody?
I like I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really, really old instrument. You get your hands, you play with your hands, kind of floating above two coils. And the electrical interference from your body makes buzzy noises. Can't remember what the hell they're called.
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
I know what you're talking about. I can't. Yeah, Centaur.
And also like the Chinese lap guitar or the lap violins or whatever they are. They sit on their lap and play with little.
Myrtle's accepted the challenge to compose some music for the kazoo and slide whistle.
That's going to be great.
I would say my favorite. I have 4 favorite instruments. And see, it's hard for me to pick favorites, but I have 4 favorites. There would be piano, cello, violin, and handpan.
The cello's freaking sweet.
Yeah, I especially love piano and cello compositions and stuff. So it's a great pair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the old Southern wash bucket and the spoon clickering and some good stuff too. I can't deny. Get pretty creative. Yes, the theremin is what I was talking about.
The theremin. Yeah, okay.
Saxophone is definitely my favorite, but I do enjoy guitar and percussion. Also the saxophone.
Yep.
Only
What
played bass and bought a drum set yesterday.
what's your favorite type of music, Brennan?
Mine, everything except I don't like the super heavy um sex, drugs, and alcohol kind of rap. I don't like stuff like that. But besides that, I like just about everything else. And I don't like a lot of newer country either. I like old like bluegrass and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love bluegrass.
But besides that, I like
Okay.
just about
Outlaw bluegrass
everything.
music.
Oh yeah,
Like,
banjos, fucking awesome.
yeah, The Devil Makes Three, Dead South.
I also like a lot of Scottish folk music.
Yeah, that's one of my stations on Pandora is Scottish and Irish, like sea shanty music and stuff.
Yeah, I also like a lot of the old Danish and Viking songs that they got out there too. They're pretty cool. Like that
I
little
think
growl. And,
I was gonna bring down my drinking horn and drink beer out of my horn on stream.
that's pretty fucking cool. I wish I had some freaking drinking horns. Hey, I said clicking spoons when we were talking about Southern country folk music. Green grass is the best. Am I right, us?
Green grass is the best.
If it ain't
Pretty
Merle,
good.
it ain't right. If it's platinum Girl
Yeah,
Scout cookies,
Gina,
jeez.
my I have like 40 different playlists, honestly, because it all depends on my mood.
Me too. And oh, another one I can't stand. I can't do Christian gospel music and stuff. I can't do it. I don't know why. I don't have a problem with God or anything like that. I just it drives me nuts for some reason.
It's funny because like I'm not at all religious either, but so another movie that I really like, I guess would probably be one of my favorites is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh man, that is such a fantastic movie, hands
Yeah.
down.
So and I love the soundtrack to that, and like some of that is you know Christian music and stuff. So, but I love
Well,
even
the song itself, "Oh Brother," is a Christian, is an old Christian song. It's
yeah,
about being baptized.
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, my one of my old. Oh, I used to really. It's a B-rated movie, but it was funnier than hell. It's called Nude Nuns with Guns. But that had to be one of my favorite, as craziest B-rated movies ever. It was fucking hilarious. Just naked nuns running around shooting everything up. It was fucking great.
It's kind of like zombie strippers.
Yeah, I remember that one too. I like the band Who. It's kind of Mongolian throat music. Yeah, they're pretty good, dang good. MNC. It's all the same fucking song. Not all. Not all. You're just tone deaf, you old
Yeah.
bastard. Sounds like rubber.
I'll be right back, guys.
No problem. I have one tattoo, Gina. I have a biohazard sign right here on my shoulder. It was done when I was 18 by one of my best friends. And if any of my friends tattoo or anything, just kind of as a memoir piece to them, I'll let them go over it, tattoo it. It's all scarred up and shit because I've had about 30 different people tattoo it. But it means a lot to me that so many of my friends have done it. I do need more, and I have some serious plans, but until I find the right artist, that ain't happening. And the one artist I like lives like 4,000 miles away. So, but I do need a lot more. Oh, gospel is all the same. Yeah, for real. That's pretty much how I feel about it exactly. Hmm. So what do you guys think? How did I do with my my second interview here? Hope I lived up to you guys' expectations. Tried to do as best as I could, make it entertaining. Hell, we kept just about 30, 25, 30 people in here most of the time until about an hour and a half in, and then people started dropping off.
I'm back.
Need a fish
And I
with a
wash my
teardrop.
hands.
Yeah, we were talking about tattoos that I have. I have one tattoo right here. It's a biohazard sign. Got it when I was 18 by one of my best friends. And I've had other friends that did tattooing over the years kind of go over it and kind of make their mark on it over the years. So it's all about 30 different people done it. So it's all scarred up and gnarly, but it's a good memoir piece. I like it, no matter how shitty.
I used to tattoo. I did tattoos for 15 years.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I stopped doing them though because like it got to the point where like all of my friends and family wanted fucking sleeves for $20,
Right.
and just everybody wanting something from you for nothing. Just like, what, fuck this, I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Right.
But then they get mad at you when you tell them, my time is worth more than that.
Exactly. Hey, look who we got.
Hey.
Hey,
Thank you very much, Madrill. That means a lot coming from you. It really does.
what did he say?
I asked
Yeah.
everybody how they thought I did on the interview and in the stream so far, and he said I killed it. He really enjoyed it, and the after show was pretty great too.
Did I do okay on the interview?
Yeah, dude, you did great.
You did good? Oh.
Well, thank you.
You see how my streams are. I tried to do my best to be as chill and kick back and laid back as I can. So no matter what I do,
Yeah.
get pretty crazy in some of the late night ones. I know that. Not saying anything bad against them. Fuck, I'm involved in all of it too. So.
Well, I mean, this is technically a late night one. It's 1:34 in the morning.
It is. I mean, hey, you don't see me refraining from anything.
Yeah.
Wait, what? That's
My
when you
audio-
hide cocks in it, brother? What? About? What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
My audio good now? Forgot my
Yeah.
earbuds were in. Okay. But yeah. What's up?
Not a whole lot. Chilling, chit-chatting,
Yeah.
kind of hanging out here. I'm still feeling pretty good, so I'm going to go until I don't feel like going no more. Why not? It's been a pretty shitty few days, so I'm trying to pull myself out of it.
What
Yeah.
what are you vaping on there?
It's actually my favorite flavor. It's the Noms X2. It's the cactus jackfruit mandarin.
Nice. I get this kind called unicorn milk. Comes in a little glass jar. It's phenomenal.
Nice.
Unfortunately, New York State is one of those states that has a flavor ban.
Yeah.
So you can't really buy flavors here, but I know a bunch of stores where I can still buy them. But my selection is very limited. But this is what I'm currently vaping on. It's Zenith.
Okay, yeah.
I think Barry talked about doing that
Yeah.
a while.
Raspberry lemonade menthol.
I can't do menthol. I've never even when I smoked cigarettes before I had my son, I could never do menthol.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's what he was saying. When people ask for free or cheap tattoos.
Yeah, no, don't get a tattoo if you can't pay for it. Jesus Christ.
That probably will happen, and I've seen it fucking happen. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I say I have these feathers on my arm. This is my second tattoo. My first tattoo is actually my foot, but I'm not going to show it. Don't put your feet on the internet. And then my newest tattoo is
That's
actually,
what I got right there.
oh gosh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
See? Oh gosh, trying to get it. There we go. That's my
I like
newest.
that.
That's
Is
pretty
that
cool.
a night moth with a dagger?
Yeah, it's a Luna moth.
That's pretty awesome.
It's kind of a couple's tattoo with my fiance. He has a skull with a rose in the mouth with a dagger through it, and then I have the Luna moth.
Really neat.
Without actually being a couple's tattoo, it's not matchy couple like traditional couple's tattoo, but yeah, it was good. It took about 5 hours, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Coworkers, boyfriend works at a tattoo shop.
Right on.
Yeah.
I got a few friends that do tattoo work professionally, but not quite to the level that I need for what I want done. So I want portraits and
Yeah.
quite a
Those
few other really detailed things that
like photorealism.
Well, like I want a dragon on my back. Not nothing big, but I want it to kind of spiral around my back. But I want it to be like not traditional Japanese style, hitting me with some bamboo stick shit. But I want it in that style. So something like that. There's all sorts of pieces I want. I've got written out and planned on.
Yeah, I did some of my own tattoos.
Yeah. I do have a smiley face, a big old smiley face on my thigh that I did with some black lighting.
I have this.
The mustache tattoo. Yep. My next tattoo is actually going to be on the inside of my arm. It's going to be a Pokeball here, and then it's going to open up, and I'm going to put a Bulbasaur here. So, like, go Bulbasaur. Yeah. It's going to be fun. I'm so excited for it.
This son of a bitch tattoos himself all the time. Balhoun. He's one of my really good friends from the Reptile community.
I got bored.
Yeah. Bulbasaur. Oh, some bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I've ever I don't know. Nobody's really asked me, and I've never really thought of saying anything. But I love Pokemon too, dude. I still have first edition. I have 3 entire binders, full of first edition Pokemon cards from growing up as a kid. I always collected them as I was a kid, and they've just sat there ever since. And I've got multiples of most everything.
Yeah, I was selling shit.
Dude, I want to keep them even longer. They're going to be worth even more money.
I wish I did. My crackhead sister sold them for crack.
So I had probably 3,000 or 4,000 cards. First edition base set cards. All the way up to Southern Islands collection,
right,
and stuff. But I sold them all probably 8 years ago for $200.
Nice. Yeah, I've got. Okay, back when Pokemon still only had a little over 100 Pokemon, I have a card of every single one of them.
Yeah.
Into what I was. So I think that's pretty cool. And I've got a lot of holographics and Japanese cards and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. I've started collecting cards again. It's crazy.
So I've been through so many hobbies, it's not even funny.
Yeah. No, same. I hyperfixate and then I move on, and yeah. Yeah.
That's how I am.
Because I'm in Ohio, and it's not fucking legal.
I get like hyper fixated on a certain biotope, and then I create it, and then like sweet.
Yeah, moving
I
on.
focus that into my business. That's what I do with a lot of my customer setups. I hyper focus on it, and I'll stay up for hours all night planning and mapping and making blueprints and ordering everything. It's nuts.
Yeah, sorry. No, go ahead. I was just
I'm done
talking out loud, but I was thinking of a response for Rainier.
Yes, but it's not. The entire state's not legal. I can't smoke on screen here. I can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Smoke what?
Weed. Yeah.
It's legal here.
Medically legal elsewhere. Cleveland, I guess they passed like some local laws there that allow you to, but not way the fuck up here.
So I'm waiting for them to legalize psilocybin mushrooms and MDMA and
That's been
LSD.
going. They've been working on that for a few years now. It's gone through. It's been on the bill quite a few times.
Yeah, I'm a. If you look at my artwork, you can probably tell that I'm an advocate of psychedelics.
I mean, so am I. I can't
Most
deny.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a dragon tattoo down the outside of my thigh. Did it in one 16-hour sitting. Holy crap.
It's pretty cool.
Bunny, you're
So
best.
this sleeve here, I've got 60 hours into this.
Yeah, it's
I think-
dark.
I put 5 hours into that stupid fucking blacklight tattoo I got on my thigh, sitting there with a prison tattoo gun that I made myself.
And does it still fluoresce under the black light?
It's faded, but it's about 12 years old now. So
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So prior to getting this on my hand, I had a graveyard with a little ghosts that were done with the invisible blacklight ink.
it's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Hell no, Val. Hell no. I see what you did to your hand. Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
Val's real good.
my foot took about 20 minutes. My arm, this arm, took I think 45 minutes. And then like I said, my leg took about five or 6 hours. I don't remember.
Yeah, my engineer took 9 hours.
I'm just a very patient person.
Yeah.
And instead of hurry up and getting all my tattoos while I was young while I could, I decided to wait. Which I think is the smart because now I know what I really fucking want.
Are you talking to me, S? My sleeve? So it was done in 4 sittings. So probably $1,600 is what it cost. But I'd say $2,000 because I gave them each sitting. I tipped them $100. So, but I got a really good deal on his hourly rate and stuff. Instead of paying hourly rate, I was paying a day rate. So I got a really good deal.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Bunny's a badass.
She's badass.
No, so,
I want to
for-
see some of her stuffing work.
so where is Bunny? Tell Bunny to come up on stream, on panel.
I had shit bricks, dude.
Don't make her. She doesn't have to if she wants
She
to.
comes up on panel. I'll do a giveaway for a Title 35 right now. Brand new, not even out of the box.
Oh my god.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah, Bunny, let's see that dragon tattoo. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, S, it wasn't bad at all, but for comparison, like this, so this whole sleeve cost me $2,000. This engineer tattoo cost me $800. So
I think Bunny ran away.
Yeah.
We scared her off.
Yeah, right. You just call it. She's a badass. Like we were just saying. She ain't going nowhere.
so I want to get my scleras tattooed, the white part of your eye.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
want to
rough.
get that. Yeah, I want to get them done black.
That'd be really rough.
I need to try to stretch my ears again. I'm at a 2 gauge and I'm trying to get to at least a 0.
Man,
I've had a few piercings, but I've never pierced my ears. I've had my tongue pierced. I've had my nose pierced. I've had my stuff pierced. I have a big old scar right here from where, I have a big old scar right here from where I got paid $50 to pierce right through there with a tongue ring bar.
Yeah.
I did that and I ended up getting ripped out. And then I pierced the webbing of my fingers for some more money. That's all the tattoos I've ever had. And those ones came right out. So
piercings.
I have a cartilage
I've had
second.
a lot of piercings.
I gotta mute myself or it's gonna sound like you guys are in a wind tunnel. So give me a second.
You're good.
Also, don't sleep in stone coffin plugs. Why the fuck not? That sounds nice and cozy. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. My plugs have been like pushing on the inside of my neck and shit when I was sleeping, so that was getting uncomfortable.
Dude, my one buddy wears fucking stone plugs, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I have
00 fucking stone plugs. It's ridiculous.
I have some 3/4 inch amethyst teardrop plugs that I had in prior to my turquoise ones now.
I have some 0 gauge plugs. I just need to stretch my ear to that size. I have a nice, like, medium green. Because green's my favorite color. Yeah, that I really want to get in, but don't rush it. You'll regret it. I think it's been this size for 6 months now, so I'm about due to try.
I will say I pierced my own tongue. First time I got it done professionally, but the second time, I still had the first one, but I added a second one, and I used those pencil compasses you used to draw circles back in fucking high school.
No.
Yeah, I fucking busted off the metal spike off of one of them and sanitized it and jammed it through my tongue. So I had that double tongue piercing and put a ring in it for a while.
Yeah, it's what prior to getting my tongue split the first time I had two tongue piercings.
Did you put a ring in it too?
I had my bridge pierced, my labret.
I had a bull ring for a while.
Yeah, I've taken those out.
I didn't enjoy mine too much.
Let's see.
What do you drink with a flavor called unicorn milk? It's not
Well, there's Bunny.
It's not a drink. That's Val. Oh, I thought you were talking about backstage. Give me a second, Val. It's a vape flavor.
Bunny just ignored the whole thing. Oh.
Oh.
What's up, Val? I can't hear you. If you are saying anything.
Shit.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Hi.
Oh, not much. Hello. Hello.
My good friend from the nerd community. He's one of my fellow moderators.
Nerds unite.
If you don't know what nerd is, nerd is a badass reptile community and very, very knowledge wealthy YouTube channel as well. So if you're in reptiles,
New England Reptiles, right?
Yep, New England Reptile Distributors.
Yeah.
I'll throw up a link here.
I just subbed to them like 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Yeah. And I will say we like to call out a lot of the other YouTube channels that are making the hobby look very bad. Like all the vor videos and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we're a pretty open community, very laid back, but a lot more hardcore, I guess, than you'd say most other reptile channels. But the medical knowledge and the experience and just the overall knowledge you get from Kevin and everybody at Nerd is incredible.
Sorry, not to backtrack, but when he mentioned something about getting his tongue split twice, that's something I've been wanting to do. I've always been a little. I've done suspension back when I wasn't fat. That didn't really bother me, but I don't know. I want to get it split because I have a size 8 in my tongue currently because I've had it for 20-something years now.
Yeah.
And just over the years playing with it, I've just keep going up because I can pull it straight through my tongue.
Yeah.
I don't either, Bunny. I'm not confident enough for that.
That's something I want to do, but I've always been kind of curious about, as far as the healing process for that.
Well, getting it done is a lot less painful than you would probably think it would be. The worst part about getting it done is the healing process. And for me, it was specifically 45 minutes after getting it done and for the next 7 days was pretty much hell. Like, you can't swallow because your glands are swollen, your tongue is swollen. You're having trouble even swallowing water or eating anything is pretty much out of the question for almost a whole week. But I mean, you can get around it, but it's very difficult. But
Is it like getting your cold tea, you can't drink out of a straw?
you can't because you don't have the ability to get the suction through a straw.
I'd be the asshole to like just open my mouth and pour it down the
Yeah.
back of my fucking throat, whether I choke on it or not. I'm getting something in my damn mouth.
I was using like a water with a squirt top on it and kind of squirting it in my mouth and stuff. But like the most you could do is sit there and hold a cup to your mouth because you're gonna drool a lot and it's like thick, nasty saliva.
Right.
And but yeah, I recommend getting it done.
I forgot to tell everybody. So I ripped down when I moved to my new shop. I all I did for most of the tanks that I had set up, like my planted tanks, was just drain it down most of the way and pick them up and load them up, move them. Right. Well, a couple years ago, I bought some of Lucas Brett's Blue Dream, the award-winning line he had sale for a while. I thought they were all gone, but when I tore down that tank, I found 4 of them, and the one's pregnant. And that was the only strain of shrimp I had in that tank, so I was super, super happy about that. Put them in a little breeder box, and then the female started dropping little shrimpies. So
Nice.
I tried getting a little video of the shrimp actually falling from the mother right out of the egg. It was pretty cool. Quality's kind of shitty, so it's hard to make out. So I'm trying to see if I can doctor it up a little bit.
My scrunchie is still wet.
What you been up to, Val?
Oh, fucking work. Finally got my promotion.
Yeah.
With a nice little pay raise and a higher percentage of sales. The damn sales bonus.
If that helps.
Oh God, I hope.
How's the little bitch?
Which one?
The female Gila that always giving you sass?
Oh, the beaded. Yeah, that one's not a Gila.
Or the beaded, I'm sorry.
Fine. She just ate 2 fat ass rat pups tonight.
Oh yeah. She's glad and happy. I want a freaking Gila or a beaded so bad. You've gotten me, and I've been doing nothing but looking up Gilas and fucking beaded since
you gotta leave that oppressive ass state you're in.
No, I don't. I know people who have them here.
To not get caught and lose it, you need to leave that oppressive ass state.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, also, I got another good spawn of the albino longfin babies. Got them up in the breeder box up here, too, so I got like 50 fucking more of them.
Is that the same spawn that you mentioned in Hippie John's stream?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to say, geez, another one?
Oh, dude, these guys will lay eggs like clockwork. And now that they've been doing it after a while, the spawns are getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Nice.
What I do, I got to set up to where I can pull them as soon as they hatch out of the egg. They can still have the egg sacs on them, but I got nearby, but they're little, like hides, like this. They're square, but they're made out of slate, and the one end's capped. So I'll just kind of put my hand over it, cup them, and then dump them into the breeder box that I have a little water pump connected to, so it has some good flow. They do fantastically. I can keep a real close eye on them.
There you go. There's a that's waiting in the thing, little slow motion feeding.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's the gaboon, right?
Yeah, that's the Bitis rhinoceros, the West African gaboon.
I would like to have one of them.
Yeah. Just so if anybody did know, Val was the first person that I did Who the Hell Are You With? So if you go back and check that out, talks a bit about what he does. Pretty rad.
Bunny's already moved on from crushing on ABC, and now she's back to Christopher.
What the hell, buddy? How's it going, Christopher? I didn't see you come in there, buddy.
No, I don't think he's here. I think she's asking where he is.
Oh, I don't know. Only Oscars is in here, so weird that he's not in here.
Debbie, thanks for coming.
Bye, Debbie. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Deb. Which reptiles do you think are good for free roaming? I don't know. What do you think, Val?
None of them.
Depends on how much
Hey.
poop you want to clean up.
I don't know.
We
size?
had a
Free-roam tortoises are
4-foot
pretty
black
rad.
pig and
Yeah.
that I mean he did have a
Tortoise is
very
not-
large PVC enclosure, but for a lot of the time he free roamed around the house.
Yeah, there's ways you can get around it, but I mean, I don't know. For most people,
Not a
I
custom
would
to
just
keep
say
in.
it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Sanitation-wise, it's not a good idea.
No, and I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long you've had the animal. It doesn't matter if that animal's never done anything out of the way. I mean, it's still a wild animal. You know, of course not. I mean, I don't take risks with the venomous stuff, but you know, I've had snakes that I've had for many, many years that have never even acted defensive. Just
See you
up
later,
and one day
Mom.
bite the shit out of me. So,
I went to my little sister's ex when she dated him in high school. We would go hang out at his house, and his little brother loved to catch like the wild snapping turtles, and he had them in a big pond insert in the basement. Well, sometimes he'd be like, "Oh, by the way, the turtle's loose somewhere, so watch your toes." So like
Myrtle, have a good night.
you couldn't
Have
like
a good night, Myrtle.
put my feet up on the couch if I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, I'm not fucking losing a toe to a fucking snapper.
Right. I haven't. I have YouTube pulled up on the other side watching, and I haven't noticed any lagging or anything. Bunny Viper. I don't know if it's just you. Has anybody else noticed anything like that?
I haven't.
But I am gonna head out.
Yeah, no problem, man. Have a good night, and thank you very much for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
It was really fun.
I appreciate you having me up. I just gotta. I'm leaving tomorrow. Well, I'm leaving 10, 11 o'clock tonight to drive, 10 hours to Virginia
Right.
to do some collecting and stuff. So I want to get some sleep before I'm awake all day with the kids and then drive 10 hours.
Completely
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah. But thanks for
Don't-
having me. It's been great.
No problem, man. No problem. Hope you come up with me again sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I pop in the streams all the time. So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for everybody for in the chats for coming.
Make sure you go give this man a like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, and a reminder: if you're subscribed, when I hit 500, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, everybody have a good night.
Have a good night, man. Be easy.
Take it easy.
I don't care about
Appreciate
drops in the animal room. It's a PVC floor. I thought more of lizards than snakes. I don't know.
If you're willing to put the time and effort into it and do it properly, an iguana could be okay. But there again, it's not a beginner reptile at all.
Yeah. You have to make sure you're socializing it.
Well, the biggest thing too is, I mean, it wouldn't be like free roam all the time just because your house isn't hospitable to the climate that it needs as far as humidity. And if you made it hospitable, now your drywall has mold. Everything has mold.
Yep.
It's gross. It's just,
Yep.
If you've never worked with a monitor before or any other kind of lizard, don't do it. That is
It's a good way to lose toes.
Other pets. You definitely need to be working with. Make sure you got some good experience to be working with some monitors for that. I'm just saying that for your safety and the animal safety, not to be a dick in any way.
Yeah, because it's also for the lizard safety too. Like if you have people over or something and they forget and they not watching where they're going.
It's not true, hippie. I know a lot of really, really nice male iguanas. They just get horny.
Pac-Man frogs, it would stress it out. Pac-Man frogs just sit in one spot until they essentially defecate in that spot and then they move. I used to have one, Colonel Mustard. She was an albino apricot.
They're very prone to absorbing stuff from your skin and everything else around them. That can be very toxic.
So my first real herp was actually a Pac-Man frog, and this was 37 years ago. Like my grandmother got it for me. No, not quite that long. Probably about, I would say, a good 35 years ago or so. I was probably about 3 or 4 when my grandmother got me one, and it was like, of course, back then there wasn't all the morphs. So it was like just the normal, like old green one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things like the size of a dime. And I had that thing up until I was 22.
Yeah.
Back then, not much was known about them, really, as far as captive care. A lot of people thought, oh, you feed them rodents, blah, blah, blah. I think that thing would have lived longer. But we know now that causes that mammal protein rich diet causes gout and other things and various cancers.
Right.
But it developed like these weird growths under its head, like on its throat, and it died.
Yeah.
But I mean, that thing was over 20 years old.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, Rainer, if you've had if you've had enough experience to successfully keep a black tegu, some cicadas, frogs, and geckos, I'd say you'd have enough. In my humble experience, you could probably work with an iguana if you're willing to socialize it enough to be able to do something. But there again, you have to be willing to put that type of socialization for iguana specifically. It requires a lot. Like Mississippi was saying. Usually the males get mean. They just get territorial if there's females around for one, and 2 they get horny. And they go on cycles with that. So yeah, they can be a little more I wouldn't say aggressive, but energetic. But with enough handling and desensitization and socialization, I mean, you can make it happen.
Well,
So what were you saying, Val?
I would almost say like a cyclura would be better than an iguana.
Yeah.
Just because they're more forgiving as far as climate.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, they're not as they don't tend to be as big of dickheads. They're more expensive, but they're more expensive for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, and really, cycluras, you can get them. You can get one for about $300-400 if you shop around.
Yeah. Something like a little helmeted iguana, like one of the little spiny tail iguana would be pretty right too. A lot of those guys are pretty hardy and fun. Recently got to play with one. That's pretty cool. They're skittish when they're young, but oh man, we're almost at 3 hours. Holy shit!
Let's see. Yeah, I hated carrying iguanas at Petco. Luckily, they don't make us order them anymore. That's or within the last like 2 years. But I just straight out refused. Back when I was the animal manager, I just refused to order them. I didn't care when corporate would come in and yell at me for it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not selling them.
Right.
If someone asks for them and they actually have had experience with them, then yes, I will order it for that person. But I'm not carrying them normally in the store.
Right.
It's not fair to them. They just sit and sit and sit, and then get bounced between stores sometimes. But it's just not fair to them.
And then someone buys them and sticks them in a 50-gallon fish tank.
Or a fucking tote.
I had one lady brought one back. Unfortunately, it had passed. Found out it's because she had the basking area at like 120 degrees. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, lady.
Cooked your lizard. It's
No,
horrible.
this is reasons I don't really deal with reptile people.
yeah. Very
I
selective
damn sure
about the
will
community's
not-
name with the reptile community too.
I damn sure will not work in retail. Just no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's soul sucking. Regular retail's already soul sucking.
But I mean, like you can get baby Cyclura nubillas for like $4.50 from Reptile Rapture.
Right.
I mean, they're not that expensive for what you're getting.
My dumpy tree frog's getting 10 years old. That's really cool.
That's
Hey.
nice.
I like frogs. They're cute.
I miss my caiman lizards. My fucking vivarium. Thing was huge.
Yeah, that's my last week at Petco, and then I'll be done.
Heck yeah.
Hell
Are
yeah.
you currently working at both right now until
Yeah.
then, or?
I worked at the new job today, and then I go back Friday, and then my official, like, full-time first day will be next Monday.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's so different because it's not in like a normal shopping plaza, so the customers that come in are there for saltwater fish. Like, they know what they want, so it's like
Awesome.
I don't have to deal with the soccer moms or, you know.
Sure, you get them every once in a while, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of choice characters that walk into pet shops, especially.
And honestly, and a lot of your saltwater elitists can be real fucking
Yeah.
hard to work with sometimes.
Yeah. They can be. I know more than you people. It's like, yeah, you probably do. I respect that. But I still need to ask you what size tank you have, because it's more normal for somebody to try to have an undersized tank than it is for them to have a proper tank. So I have to ask these questions. I'm sorry.
Right. Especially if it's something more valuable per se. Like, I'm not going to give you an animal for you to just kill and come back and bitch at me because you didn't have it set up right. I need to know you have it set up right, so I know my animal is safe in your tank.
I had a lady get mad that I wouldn't sell her a hamster because she wanted to go to like Target and then the mall afterwards. And I'm like, no, you need to go straight home. She's like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm like, do you want a loose hamster in your car? Like, I'm not telling you no just to tell you no. Like, there's reasons. Nobody wants a
what I
loose
do and say, I said no, so fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much. No, please leave.
Pull a Scarface on Petco. So you guys know I'm probably going to cut it off at 3 hours here. I'm starting to get tired and I still got to work in the morning.
That's fine.
It's damn 2:11 in the morning. I got work at 6 in the morning. Fuck.
Appreciate you guys coming up and hanging out.
Yeah, no problem.
Pretty good stream.
All right. Y'all be good. I'm going to bed.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You
Have
too.
a good one.
You as well. Bye.
Love Val.
Yeah, I said we have shark eggs up at the new job right now. I forget what
that's
type
cool.
of shark they are, and we actually sold one today. It was really fun. You can actually like see them wiggle in it. Cute.
I loved it. There was a science project I did in school when I was a kid was shark eggs. My biology class. It's pretty cool. Had to hatch them. We hatched a bunch of them out, about 20 of them altogether.
Hmm. They had a big Stars and Stripes puffer dropped off. I don't know if you guys watched
Ooh.
the stream with Damon, my boss, on it. But yeah, he's every bit like
It's
14
awesome.
inches. Oh my god, he's so big. He's so
Val's
green. too.
Val's a puffer nut. He loves
Yeah,
puffers.
that's gonna be my next tank. Once we move, I'll get like at least a 200-gallon just puffers.
I just want me a water cow and I'll be happy.
A what?
Water cow.
Oh, we have 3 of them up at the new job.
How much do they run over there?
I'd have to look. I don't remember. I'm too busy calling them cute fishes and not looking at the prices.
I also want to start getting into some like box fish and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Bunny, I kind of said that earlier for sanitary reasons. I wouldn't want a reptile to free roam, spread salmonella everywhere.
I mean, I know quite a few people that have free roam reptiles that they do very well, but that's the thing. I mean, you gotta set your house up for it for one. I mean, you gotta want to pick up their messes and
Yeah.
make sure they're socialized enough. They're not just going to destroy everything. It's a lot of work, a lot more than you would ever expect.
Yeah.
Especially if you've never kept that animal or an animal like that before.
I have seen a girl on TikTok I follow. She has Russian tortoises, and she has a pond insert, and she has probably like 6 to 8 inches of substrate, and she actually cut a hole in one side and made a ramp down so they can free roam that room if they want, but they mostly stay in that pond insert.
I'm
Uh,
going to be getting an Indian star tortoise shipped in soon. I already paid for it, but I'm making like a little mini pen for him in here. We'll let him free roam in here and around the house. I got all hardwood floors, and they're all sealed, so it's not really a big deal. But it's only a foot long. But I kind of plan on doing something like that eventually when I get it all set up. And I ain't got nothing he can get into. So I have a 2-year-old, so I have to keep everything picked up anyways. So.
I have a friend who's a 3rd-generation sulcata tortoise breeder. Like her grandparents
Awesome.
started, and it's just continuing the lines over 3. She's the 3rd generation.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
more than I'd like to admit, wind up with crocodile shit in my mouth. I have yet to contract salmonella.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to ask how you ended up with crocodile shit in your mouth, Val. I don't know if I want to ask that question.
Getting too friendly with the crocodiles.
You sucking croc butt, Val?
What'd you use to entice that crocodile into your van?
Free fish. Wrestling him out of a pond.
Oh my god.
Why did you have your face in its ass? Regardless if you were wrestling him out or not. You trying to 69 that alligator there, Val? This is some freaky shit, bro. I didn't know you were into that. Kind of hurt, wouldn't you think? Picks on me all the time, so I got to get him sometimes.
Oh, always.
Yeah, guys, don't forget about that giveaway. Keep an eye out for that scheduled live stream I'm going to be putting out tonight. Yeah, give me them. I got you that time, you asshole. Yeah, don't forget about that giveaway. It's going to be in a week and a half. So, should be pretty fun. Next stream is Tuesday at 11:30. Don't know what I have planned yet. I'll figure that out.
Another pop-up?
No, I usually go Tuesdays. Sundays and Tuesdays at 11, 11:30, and Thursdays at 2 are my scheduled times. And I'll just kind of randomly do pop-ups to kill time between there. So, but yeah.
Yeah, we're at 3 hours.
Trying to think, forgetting something here. I can subscribe if you can. I had a pretty good time tonight. It was a great interview with ABC, Kenny. Hopefully we'll have him back up here again. We got some other people that I planned out for coming up here, and you guys will enjoy that too. Besides that, I'm tired of shit, and I'm probably gonna go to bed soon. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.